Folks, come on now. I'm not late. Oh, you can't even see. See? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I'm literally on time. No way I'm going to get harassed this early into the stream. No way am I going to allow that to happen. Not when we got Franklin with us today. Not when we have Franklin with us. How's everyone doing? I know there was a few of you who were here before the stream started. You had YOLO Army saying, wubba-lubba-dub-dub. Absolutely love that. Rowan was here early. Dolo, of course. Kyle, how's it going? OG Savage, Alive Bang. Christy, good to see you again. Making sure that I'm catching up on everyone. Make sure I don't miss anyone. Reese, what's going on, Reese? How you doing? Welcome back. Liam, welcome back. How's everyone doing tonight? Nicholas, how are you? You're too early. Everyone wanted me to go live literally at 7:59. I don't go live early. What's going on, Gordon? Good to see you again, my friend. How are you? Let it be Kingram tonight. It is Ingram tonight. We have Dark Ingram hanging out with us right here. I want to channel that Dark Ingram energy tonight. And there has been a couple of changes to the lineup. You know how Curtis Lazar scored last night? Well, he's not in the lineup anymore. He's out of there. That's what he gets for scoring, folks. The Oilers have made a change to the lineup tonight. You will have Josh Szymanski back in. He is going to be centering that second line with Nugent Hopkins and Rozovic. You have Kapanen bumped down to the fourth line, and Curtis Lazar is out of here. He's gone. He's gone. He's been banished to the Shadow Realm, folks. That's what you get for scoring. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's like that. I like that Szymanski's back in the lineup, but I do feel bad that Curtis Lazar is the guy that gets taken out of the lineup, so I have no idea. Also, yeah, I am wearing the reverse retro. So top line, Podkolzin, McDavid, and Savoy. Second line, Nugent Hopkins, Szymanski, and Rozovic. And if this doesn't show the lack of I don't know what the word I'd use here. Confidence in Nugent Hopkins being your second line center. The fact that they're going to put a rookie. Now, we did get a German center back in the lineup, but unfortunately it is not Leon Draisaitl playing that second line. Third line, Doc Dickinson and Frederick. They had a great line great game last night, so it makes sense to keep them. And then Jones, Henrique, and Kapanen on the fourth line. No Curtis Lazar. Is it dramatic to call this a must-win game? Absolutely not. I think this is absolutely a must-win game tonight. You have Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Murphy, Wallman with Emberson. I would like to see these defense pairs changed a little bit. I would personally like to see maybe Nurse with Bouchard, Wallman with Ekholm, and then maybe Murphy with Emerson, or some kind of combination of just getting Wallman away from Emerson. Just get Wallman away from Emerson. Maybe you go Wallman with Ekholm or something. I don't know. Wallman and Emerson just aren't really working out together right now. And then Connor Ingram, he is getting the start tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. He's a second or third line guy. I agree, Reese. He should at minimum be on the third line. I don't think Kapanen is much of a fourth liner. Has he struggled a little bit lately? Yeah, I would say so. But again, to be bumped to the fourth line for Kapanen, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think third line would be a good spot for him. I'm actually surprised that they didn't move maybe Frederick up to that second line instead. It's Chris Knobloch, folks. It's Chris Knobloch, right? He's just itching. He gets itchy if he doesn't change the lineups more than 5 times. So it's too funny. Too funny, folks. But yeah, Connor Ingram is getting the start tonight, which is obviously a good thing. I'm very happy about that. 5-2 Oilers, says Liam. Let's do it. This is the same. This is some Noah Philp, David Tomashek score a goal and out of the lineup. Yep, and Jeff Skinner last season, and Victor Arvidsson, and you can go down the list of players that would produce, score a goal, and then immediately get taken out of the lineup. Hey, what's going on, Sean? What's going on, Birch Tree? How you doing? Give us average goaltending. Exactly. We just need average tonight. What do you think about bringing Pickard up for the playoffs? I think they'll probably have him up. It kind of depends where Bakersfield is in their playoff race, playoff hunt. I don't know. I don't know how Pickard's been doing down there. I don't think he's been terrible, but I don't think he's been like amazing either. Am I still washed? Sure. Yeah. Why not? We are still at risk of missing the playoffs. It would be very difficult to miss the playoffs, but not impossible for the Edmonton Oilers. Now, their magic number to clinch is 5, so any combination of the Oilers getting 5 points or the Kings losing ground that adds up to 5 points. So every win that Edmonton gets, that takes 2 points from their magic number. So Magic number is 5 tonight. A win brings them down to 3, right? Because you get 2 points for a win. And then, of course, if you play the LA Kings on Saturday and you beat them in regulation, well, that's 2 points that you gain from LA, 2 points that they cannot get. And then the LA Kings, like, they wouldn't be able to catch Edmonton. The Oilers could clinch as early as Saturday. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, mistaken Mexican. Is Ingram playing? Yeah, Connor Ingram is playing. I'm going to... What? I don't know what you're saying, Gordon. But yeah, Connor Ingram is the starter tonight. And then Szymanski's in the lineup instead of Curtis Lazar tonight. So Curtis Lazar, like I said, you score a goal, you get banished to the Shadow Realm. That's how it works around here, unfortunately. Very, very sad. Very sad. Very sad. And yeah, we got Franklin hanging out with us as well. But this is the playoff picture. Obviously, Edmonton's in a very good spot. They control their own destiny. A couple more wins here, and they're going to be in. So they just got to win 2 of their last 4. Drinking some brewskis for the game tonight. I did have a non-alcoholic Guinness, but it's gone now. So I could always grab another one before the game starts, but I'll probably get one in the intermission. Kingram. I prefer dark Ingram. I like dark Ingram. We got dark Ingram tonight. Would love to see the Sharks in the playoffs. Me too. Not at the expense of Edmonton right now, though. Someone on Twitter made a pretty good point. They hope that the Oilers win in overtime because, 1, the Sharks still get a point. They keep their playoff hopes alive. And 2, Edmonton getting the 2 points is obviously big. So I'm cool with that, right? As long as San Jose, I'd love to see San Jose find a way to get past the LA Kings. Yo, WCP San Jose. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. What's going on, OG Savage? How are you? Dark Ingram for the playoffs. If we make it, Jari is backup. I think Edmonton should make it. Again, there's no guarantees. Edmonton is in a position where they're just in control of their own destiny. A win tonight in regulation will essentially, I mean, it won't officially clinch, but it'll be very close. What's going on, Mr. Doom? Who's ready to play a back-to-back game for Edmonton? Number 1 Anaheim Ducks fan. What's going on? Go Sharks, says number 1 Anaheim Ducks fan. Yeah, you're definitely the number 1 Anaheim Ducks fan. I'm not putting that out into the universe. Subscribe. We're not doing that. We're not putting that out into the universe today. Is that Golder? That's too funny. Too funny. Any chance we can call up Pickard since we cannot send Jari down? I think the Oilers do have enough cap space where if they wanted to call him up, they could. But they'd have to get another goaltender for Bakersfield. So they'd have to bring Connor Unger up from the Orlando Solar Bears, ECHL. They would have to call him from the ECHL and have him on the AHL roster. What's going on, normal user? How's it going, Austin? Don't worry, I'll be cheering for the Oilers tonight. Not the biggest San Jose fan. It's all good. It's all good. Appreciate you tuning in once again. Kudos to you for streaming most games. That is some serious dedication, man. Listen, the dream is to be able to do this every single hockey game, right? There was a large stretch of the season this year, especially during the winter, December, January, and February. I didn't really stream many Oilers games. The dream is to be able to do this literally every single day, and the best way to help that happen is just hitting the like button. What should be the like goal on the stream tonight? I'm thinking something around 134 likes. Let's go 134. That's the random number. 144 likes is going to be the goal, right? So the Oilers and Sharks have actually already started here. I did not even realize that this game was already on. I'm literally 2 minutes behind here. I've just been yapping. I didn't have the sound on, so okay. So the Oilers have already started this game. I am going to start the clock. There's 18:04 left to go here in the first period. Why didn't anyone tell me that the game had started? I've just been yapping. That's horrible. That's horrible, man. Sorry for crashing out. You were wearing my favorite jersey. Hey, no worries, Dolo. Hey, listen, the fans, you're allowed to express yourselves at all times as long as we're respectful of each other. So this is a amazing place to crash out. So you've taken my suggestion, wore the super sweet jersey. Yeah, there's been quite a few people be like, hey, you should wear that reverse retro jersey. So The Oilers in on the forecheck. Adam Henrique, the new look fourth line for Edmonton. Kasperi Kapanen in on the forecheck. He grabs the puck on his forehand. He's going to get checked there. And San Jose is going to bring this puck out of the zone, send it in deep. And that's going to be icing on the Sharks. 17:15 to play, and the shots are 2-0 Edmonton. Hey, appreciate that, Liam. Can I have that Oilers jersey on your wall? Which one? I have quite a few jerseys on the wall. You could have to be more specific, but also probably not. Was me, and I'm not number 2. That's funny, Reese. Are we a playoff team? Who? The Ducks? Yeah, the Ducks are a playoff team. Hey, what's going on, Kiga? I am a Bruins fan as well. Obviously, the Oilers are my, heart and soul number 1 always, but the Boston Bruins are a very close number 2 for me. I do love the Bruins. 17:05 to go here in the first period. Evan Bouchard is going to wind it up, and he'll find Connor McDavid with some speed. McDavid will dump it and chase it behind the net. Around the boards, just out of the reach of Matt Savoy, and San Jose is going to skate this forward. Nice little spin move here by Eklund. Eklund into the middle. Nice poke check by the Oilers defense there, not allowing a clean shot on net for the Sharks. Podkolzin now on the forecheck. He'll try and skate it into the Sharks zone. He's going to get pressured, so he'll just play it back to Ekholm, who will shoot it hard into the Sharks' end. There's a high flip now down into the Oilers zone. Going to be picked up by Jack Roslovic. And Roslovic makes a play. I don't know what's going on here. Too many men on Edmonton, on San Jose? I don't know who got the power play here. I love the Oilers cream jerseys. Yeah. Too many men? Is it against the Oilers? I don't know what's going on. Oilers can't count. Apparently not. Let's see. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, there's 6 players out there. McDavid was slow to go for his change. McDavid a little bit slow for his change on that one. So the Sharks do have a power play. So Edmonton has taken a penalty. It is too many men on the ice against the Oilers, so they have to try and kill this one off. Here's Will Smith across to Macklin Celebrini. He's in the left circle with a shot, and that doesn't make it to the Oilers' goal. Early kill here for the Oilers. Power play is 1 for 10 in their last 4 games for the Sharks. So as long as Edmonton's penalty kill remains rock solid here, here's Smith. He'll play it to the point. Comes to Celebrini, left circle. Celebrini looking for a lane. Smith into the middle. Shot attempt by Toffoli. Doesn't make it to the goal. Here's Orlov to Celebrini. Celebrini down low. Finds Smith, who brings it back up high to the blue line. Orlov to Celebrini. Left circle. Shot, and he scores. Macklin Celebrini beats Connor Ingram glove side. It is 1-0 for San Jose. Too many men on the ice for the Oilers. Results in a goal against. Oh, my goodness. Not getting that first goal is not very good. That is also San Jose's first shot of the period. Comes 4.5 minutes in. Celebrini snipes it past Ingram. Now, was there a screen in front, or was Ingram just unable to see that? Not quite sure. You had Murphy standing there. You had Nurse in there. You had a San Jose Shark right in front of Ingram. I don't think you really saw that one. But again, oh boy. Not good. That's a sniper's shot. Ingram was also too far. Ingram was too far to his right. He got too far to that right post. So I think Connor Ingram just lost his crease. He was trying to look over the Shark that was in front of him. Hey, what's up, Rana? How you doing? 2 games in a row, I know. All right, so San Jose has an early 1-0 lead on the power play. That is Macklin Celebrini's 42nd goal of the season. Is this Macklin guy any good? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's any good. So that's not an ideal start for Edmonton. Obviously, lots of hockey to play here. Nugent Hopkins steals that puck. That comes to Kapanen. Kapanen out there with Nugent Hopkins and Szymanski. This is an interesting line for Edmonton. Here's Chernyshov. He'll send the puck in deep. Tyler Toffoli against Emberson. This checked by Edmonton. Here's Wallman. He's going to try and come up with it, and that's a penalty. That's a penalty in the offensive zone against the San Jose Sharks. The Oilers are going to get their chance on the power play now. As it looked like it was a hook. Looked like Misa is going to go to the box for holding or hooking. Not sure what that was, but he was tied up with Wallman there. Now we get to watch the Stone Cold power play go to work. Hey, this is the time where you can even things up, right? Let's even things up, and then you got a brand new hockey game. The ice cold Oilers PP. Oh, joy. Maybe we get a big, strong PP here. Let's see if we get a big, strong PP. Power play for Edmonton. Misa to the box. Rozovic off the faceoff. Wins it back to McDavid, and that goes over McDavid's stick. He has to reset in the neutral zone now. So not a great start to the power play after they could have had full possession off the draw. Do your cats make the Stanley Cup meow-offs? I like that. Here's Connor McDavid trying to find that puck to Nugent Hopkins. Thunders with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Thunders. As soon as there's a stoppage in the action, I will get to that. Thank you so much. Here's Connor McDavid, right circle, down low. Nugent Hopkins trying to center it to Podkolzin. Podkolzin can't come up with it. Nugent Hopkins loses it, and that's sent down the ice as Nugent Hopkins continues to struggle here on the power play. So need a little bit more. Here comes Connor McDavid now with some speed. He'll enter the Shark zone. Does it himself. Given away here. Here's Podkolzin to Bouchard. Here's Bouchard at the blue line. Looking for a lane. Connor McDavid. He'll set up. Connor McDavid, left circle. Looks for a shot in front. It's all loose. Where is it? It's poked in by McDavid. He tried to center it. It went off the post. McDavid pokes that in. And we have a 1-1 game. It is 1-1 as Connor McDavid, he tried to pass that, and it ended up just kind of hovering on the blue line there. Kick it with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. And before that, Thunders with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. If you got a membership, enjoy your custom emotes that you can use in chat and during videos. Yeah, nice job by McDavid to get on top of that. The centering pass in front went off of a body there, and McDavid was there. He just poke-checked it into the goal. So each team has a power play goal, and we're only 6 minutes and 18 seconds into this one. So Kiga, thank you so much once again. The $10 super chat, thank you. That is amazing. Did not have to do that, but I truly appreciate that. And then Thunders with the 5 gifted memberships. Here's Jason Dickinson now. He's trying to bowl his way through the neutral zone. Trent Frederick, the hard rim around the boards. Colton Dock will grab it. This line for Edmonton, very effective last night. They're in on the forecheck now for Edmonton. Here's Dickinson looking for a centering lane. Leaves it for Doc. Doc is going to get checked. Celebrini will flip it up the ice, and it looks like the Celebrini line going up against this third line for Edmonton. Davo Magic, that's right. Davo Magic. So great response for Edmonton after getting down early here. They get their own power play. Connor McDavid, and here's Kasperi Kapanen with the speed. Kapanen on a breakaway. Oh my God, he shot it 5 feet over the net. Kasperi Kapanen with a glorious opportunity. He split the defense, and he shot that puck over the net. Here's Wallman now across the ice to Emberson. Emberson around the boards. That'll get to Max Jones. Max Jones for the Oilers. On his backhand, leaves it for Wallman. Shot towards the Sharks' goal. Doesn't make it. Here's Kasperi Kapanen, leaves it behind the goal. That's going to be taken by the Sharks. Here's San Jose. They're going to reset. The Oilers' fourth line remains out there, but they're probably going to change here. Yo, Rowan, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Thank you. Man, the generosity early in this one. Here's a one-timer towards the Oilers' goal. Rebound in front. And here's a shot that, oh my God, did Connor Ingram make that save? Oh, I don't think they got all of that shot off. And here's Podkolzin now, shot towards the San Jose Sharks goal, and a save by Nedeljkovic. Wow, 2 glorious chances, 1 for each team there. I think Connor Ingram made a glorious save in the slot. And there we're going to go to commercial break here. Nedeljkovic, they're showing the Connor McDavid replay. Jari never saves that. Jari had this thing that sucks last night about Tristan Jari is like, he had a really bad game, but he did make some big saves. There were a few saves that he made where it's like, okay, that's a pretty good save. The problem is a lot of those low and medium danger chances were beating him. Don says, the only thing I like about the Oilers is Austin. Well, thank you. Thank you for that, Don. All right, let's catch up on what we missed here. We had $2 super chat from Rowan. We had 5 gifted memberships from Thunders Productions. So thank you, Thunders, once again. Always coming in here and gifting memberships. Seems like every single stream, you never have to do that, but I am very appreciative of it. And then Kiga with the $10 super chat as well. So we are going to end the poll. 151 of you voted. 70% of you said yes to please win. So we're going to end this poll here. Running gun. I don't know if that's going to favor Edmonton. I feel like a running gun game probably favors the San Jose Sharks a little bit more than the Oilers. But if you have not hit the like button yet, by the way, the like goal on today's stream is 134 likes. That is the like goal tonight. It was all my money. There you go, Rowan. Got money on Davo getting 3 points tonight. I like it, Ryan. I like it. Should I stay up this full game or go to bed after the first period? I did that yesterday and we lost. Listen, Fleecy, I know the time difference, probably tough to stay awake. If you got school or things that you got to focus on, sleep is obviously very important. It's not like this is a playoff game, so you do you, my friend. I always encourage you to watch the games, but if you don't watch them, that's never a problem with me. Gordon's goal is 225 likes. Okay, I like that. I like that. Ron Francis is gone. Yeah, I saw that. Did he get fired or did he that puck actually hit the post. Ingram did not make the save. So looks like the Sharks, I think they still have just one shot on goal here in this period. Exactly, Fleecy, exactly. Hey, I appreciate that, Kiga. Thank you so much. So the shots are 5-1 in favor of Edmonton here in the first period. About 8 minutes in. Here's Wenberg. He'll send it back to Desharnais, the former Oiler. Shot towards the goal by Eklund. Doesn't make it to the net. Colton Dach is in the lineup. Yeah, Dach is out there. Well, not out on the ice, but he is playing. Here's Desharnais. He'll walk in. Shot attempt from the slot. Doesn't make it by Sherwood. And the Oilers are going to clear it up the ice. Matt Savoy will chase after it. He pokes the puck off of Eklund's stick. Oh, and Nedeljkovic comes out of his net. Kind of misplayed it. Nugent Hopkins will keep that puck alive for the Oilers. Here's Matt Savoy now. Stick handles it into an open area, but that's going to be stolen by Macklin Celebrini. McDavid goes to throw a hit on Celebrini. There's some rough stuff in front of the Oilers bench now. Here's Connor Murphy. Around the boards, Ryan Nugent Hopkins trying to kick it forward. That's going to be picked up by Trent Frederick. Frederick chips it forward for Jason Dickinson just out of his reach. And the San Jose Sharks are going to reset. Ferraro to Celebrini up the middle of the ice. Nice poke check there by Darnell Nurse. Does not allow a zone entry. And the Oilers reset. Puck is going to be deflected by Dickinson. Not deep into the Sharks zone. Connor Ingram now to Darnell Nurse. How bad was the call last game in overtime? I still don't have a good look at the replay that showed a definitive trip, but in real speed, it did look like a trip. I don't know if it actually happened, though. Puck behind the Oilers' net. Here's Connor Murphy. He can't come up with it. It's kept alive by Toffoli. Murphy getting tied up. Szymanski trying to grab it. Here's Szymanski. Fights for the puck in the Oilers' zone. It's in the near corner. And that's going to be picked up. And here comes a breakaway for Jack Roslovic. And he missed the net. Come on, Roslovic. What's going on, dude? Kapanen with a breakaway. Roslovic with a breakaway. They both missed. Here's Szymanski to Woolman with a shot. And he hit the goalpost. Oh, jeez. First a post, then or missed net, then a goalpost. What is going on here? Put the puck in the net, fellas. Here's Toffoli against Wallman. That's going to be picked up by Nugent Hopkins. So Wallman hit the post. Roslovic had a breakaway and missed the net. Earlier in the period, you had Kapanen have a breakaway and he missed the net. The Oilers are getting chances, though. Here comes Kapanen with a ton of speed. He just blows by the defense. He stops up, spins, and just falls in the corner. The crowd gives him a bit of a cheer there, but that is going to be iced by the Sharks with 9:05 to go. The team is drawn. I don't know, man. I don't know. Rosvik just missed the net on the glove side, and then the puck was kept alive by the Oilers. Szymanski sets up Wallman, and Wallman beats Nedeljkovic, but cannot beat the post. Will Davo hit 50 goals? What's he at now, 45? He could. I could see him hitting it if he shoots the puck a little bit more. Off the face-off in the offensive zone, Bouchard sends it across to Ekholm. McDavid's going to get checked by Orlov, and that's going to be sent into the Sharks bench. So there is going to be a whistle, probably going to be a commercial break here with 8:55 to go here in the first. I think Kapanen's okay. He did go down kind of awkwardly, but I think he's okay. I'm feeling vertigo watching this team right now. The net miss and post back-to-back is insane. That's when it rains, it pours, folks. And when it feels like this team just can't quite find some good luck, some good fortune, it seems like it all just hits at once. Yeah, McDavid is magic, that's for sure. Definitely hope McDavid hits it, but would rather take the Art Ross. Listen, Kucherov's a great player, all right? We do not we do not judge a player for where they're from. What's going on, Bubsy? Welcome back in. I hope you're doing amazing. Did they get a first shot goal yesterday on Jari? I think it was the first shot on goal, yes. And then today it was first shot on Ingram as well. But the Oilers have only given up one shot this period. Saw Cappy with the puck with speed and thought that was McDavid, right? Kapanen is fast when he gets going. Good to see the Jays hat on after the W today. Needed that one. They absolutely did. They snapped that 6-game losing streak. Thank goodness. Hey, what's going on, Rosie? How you doing? Welcome back. My family consists of Kings, Ducks, and Knights fans. There you go. That's fun. Must be a great family gatherings every year at like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and all that good stuff. All those teams are rivals with each other, so that's fun. Hey, I'm doing great, Bubsy. I'm doing great. What was the score of the Jays game? The Jays won today 4-3. Score of 4-3 today. Hate when the game isn't on ESPN. Glad you are live streaming. Hey, I appreciate that, Kiss95. I do my best. Sometimes I'm not very good at the play-by-play. Sometimes I get a little brain farty, but so far so good for the Oilers. Defensively, they've been solid this period. They've generated some chances. Would like to see them try and pull away a little bit on the scoreboard, though. Offensive zone draw. Nugent Hopkins is out there with Roslovic and Dickinson. I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know where Trent Frederick is right now. I've seen Nugent Hopkins get shifted onto this line a couple of times, so I'm not quite sure why Frederick is not on this third line at the moment. Here's a puck behind the Oilers' goal, centered out in front to Celebrini. That goes off of his stick and wide. Dickinson now pressures Celebrini, who puts it into the middle, just out of the reach of Smith. Connor Murphy now off the boards. Nice little tip pass by Dickinson. Roslovic gets it into the Shark zone. Not super deep. And that's going to be sent all the way down the ice. And that is going to be not icing. Wallman tried to sell that one, but that was not icing. Jake Wallman now. He'll play it up the left wing to Colton Dock. Dock with a hard rim. The Oilers zone. Looks like Szymanski, Frederick, and Dock is a line now. So the line blender's already been going here for Knobloch here in the first period. You have Szymanski, Dock, and Frederick, which is an okay line with me. Here's a play kept alive by Emberson around the boards, along the half wall. And that's going to be sent down the ice by Sherwood. Here's Colton Dock for Edmonton. He's going to get checked there. San Jose trying to get it into the Oilers zone. They do, but that is icing on the Sharks. We need Spider-Man to protect Ingram. Yeah, finally starting to get some spring weather here. Can't help but blending the lines. Yeah, I'm not sure why the lines have been blended like this already in the first period, but maybe it's just to try and keep certain legs fresh. Second half of a back-to-back. I honestly don't know the logic of the line blender this early into the game, but I haven't even watched any Daredevil, honestly. Not a show that I've ever been into. Here comes Vasily Podkolzin, and he'll skate it up the right wing. Sends it in deep. Savoy chases after it. Nedeljkovic plays it across the ice through the neutral zone. And here's Wenberg, dumps it in deep. Going to chase Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm up the left wing. Connor McDavid with speed, left circle. McDavid brings the puck into the Shark zone. He's checked off the puck, and then McDavid kind of just skated away from it. But it is kept alive by Podkolzin. Savoy into support. He's hit into the boards. McDavid protects now as he gets the puck into the near corner for Savoy. Around the boards to Podkolzin. Podkolzin to the blue line. Bouchard to Podkolzin, right circle. Podkolzin to Connor McDavid. He tries to do his patented little spin move. He's getting checked by a couple of Sharks. Savoy trying to come in and help out behind the Sharks' goal. And that's going to be picked up. And Savoy's going to get called for a hook. A little bit too much of a stick into the midsection there. I don't know who Savoy got that stick on, but the Oilers are going to be shorthanded again. San Jose has pulled their goaltender for the extra attacker as they still have possession. And that puck will come into the Oilers zone. And Matt Savoy going to the box for hooking, the second penalty of the period for Edmonton. So, yeah, Savoy, he got his stick into the midsection of Vinny Desharnais. Savoy's trying to say he dove, but hey, listen, if you put your stick into to an area where the ref might make the call, maybe don't put your stick into that area. But Matt Savoy, obviously a young kid, top line right now. He's just got to be a little bit more careful with that stick. Let's see if the penalty kill can make a stop here. A good save early on the kill for Connor Ingram. Second shot on goal for the Sharks this period. The Oilers only have 4 shots themselves, so much more low event than what we saw last night. Big dig picks. That was always fun. Celebrini will take the face-off against Dickinson. Dickinson does a good job winning that. Murphy on his backhand. I don't know why Murphy didn't try and get that out, but a good play into the middle, and that's sent down the ice by Kapanen. Honestly, that was actually pretty smart play by Murphy. Maintained possession. Didn't do too much with it, which is a good sign. Here comes Will Smith. Brings it in the Oilers zone to Foley. Down low to Smith. In the middle, shot by Celebrini. A good save by Connor Ingram. Oh, and Darnell Nurse knocked Celebrini down. The crowd wanted a call there. Here's Connor Murphy. He'll send it to Kapanen. Can't quite get it out, but Dickinson does a good job. He pressures at the blue line, kept alive by the Sharks. Here's Smith. Across. Eklund has it. Gives it to Smith. Will Smith for the Sharks. Left circle. Trying to skate by Kapanen, goes behind the net. Here's Wenberg to Smith. He'll play it to the blue line to Orlov. Orlov to Celebrini. Celebrini makes a move against Dickinson. Celebrini give and go there with Toffoli. Celebrini to Foley. Back to Celebrini in the slot, and he shoots it high and over the net. That was a great little play by the San Jose Sharks, but a nice job by Edmonton defensively. Didn't give Celebrini the space and time that he wanted, and then Celebrini shot it over the goal. 30 seconds left in the power play for the San Jose Sharks. When I storm chase, what software do I use? I forget which app I have on my phone. Here's a play by Nugent Hopkins. He'll shovel it into the Shark zone. Nedeljkovic drops it for Klingberg. John Klingberg, former Edmonton Oiler, played last year for the Oilers. He'll skate it up the ice. Chernyshov sends it in deep. Connor Ingram around the boards. And the Oilers make a good penalty kill there against the Sharks. Allowed a couple of shots, but Connor Ingram was up to the task. There's a few Will Smiths. There's Will Smith in baseball, Will Smith in hockey. Here's Ty Emberson up the ice. Adam Henrique dumps it in deep. Henrique's out there with Podkolzin and Savoy now. I know it's a post-penalty situation for Edmonton, but I think that's a very interesting line here for the Oilers. I've never seen a tornado in real life, but I do storm chase during the summertime. Yeah, I do love storm chasing. I am just... If I could do... I wanted to be a meteorologist when I was growing up. I love weather. I love thunderstorms. I love storm chasing. Twister's my favorite movie. Like, Here's Matthias Ekholm. He'll send it around the boards. Trent Frederick on his backhand to Szymanski. Szymanski around the boards. Colton Dach now trying to grab this puck. It's battled for along the half wall now. Trent Frederick in a battle. Colton Dach also in this puck battle as the Oilers trying to come up with it. And Desharnais sends it around. Here's Josh Szymanski. Does a good job tying up a stick here. Oilers maintain zone time. They're not getting any shots, but they have maintained some zone time here. So that's, put together a few shifts like that. That will add up. And there's a puck sent out of play. And is that going to be delay of game against the Sharks? Sure looks like it. Yeah, Vinny Desharnais is going to the box. The Oilers are going to get another power play. Desharnais, 2 minutes for delay of game. Puck over glass. Just watched a documentary of the biggest tornado ever. Was it the El Reno 2013? Was it Joplin? What's considered the biggest? Like, is it most powerful or like widest tornado? Vinny and Kulak love taking penalties against the Oilers for some reason. It's just, they're just helping their old teammates out, Black Friday in Alberta. The Edmonton tornado. July 31st, 1987. Hurricanes are bigger. Like hurricanes are like a massive storm. They cover a ton of surface area. Tornadoes are incredibly destructive, but very localized, right? You could have one house destroyed by a tornado and then the neighbor's house not even touched by the tornado. That's kind of the big difference, that hurricanes, they're just like a massive storm, a huge storm with a ton of surface area that can create a lot of destruction. If it's Category 2 or higher, usually creates a ton of destruction, although even Category 1 hurricanes have been known to cause like massive flooding and damage. But tornadoes, they're just more localized, right? You could have a massive tornado go through the center of a town and miss half the houses. Dude, I could talk about weather all day. I'm telling you. Don't get me on weather. I'm never going to get off this topic now. Is there lots? So like Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba actually have like incredible storm chasing seasons, usually middle of May to end of May, all the way into like middle of August is kind of the main storm chasing season, with the peak in early July. You have storms that come off the foothills of Alberta. You get a lot of tornadoes every year in Saskatchewan. Usually, I forget what the number is, like 17 tornadoes or something a year in Saskatchewan, which obviously isn't a lot compared to Tornado Alley. Here's Roslovic to the blue line. Power play for the Oilers. Evan Bouchard will set things up. He'll give it across to McDavid with a shot on goal and a stop by Nedeljkovic. Podkolzin trying to fight for the puck. Roslovic can't grab it, and that's going to be sent down the ice by Ferraro. Big hail worse than a tornado. It can be. Here's Connor McDavid with speed. He enters the Shark zone. Button hooks along the half wall. He's in the right circle, and he'll play it to Bouchard at the blue line. Here's McDavid. He'll step in, poke off of his stick, but it comes to Nugent Hopkins. He'll rotate with McDavid. Here's McDavid, centers it across to Podkolzin, who was charging to the net. Evan Bouchard to Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, looks for a lane, looks for a setup. Gives it to Evan Bouchard. Back to McDavid. Lots of passing, not a lot of shooting. Here's Bouchard with a one-timer. That goes high and over the net. Evan Bouchard hit the net, my man. Here's Podkolzin. He'll play it back to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid trying to spin around a couple of players. Here's Nugent Hopkins in front. Podkolzin scores! The puck is in front. Nugent Hopkins put it into an area, and I think Vasily Podkolzin might have knocked that one into the net. He was standing in front. I don't know what that hit. It does look like it's going to be Podkolzin's goal. Vasily Podkolzin gets, I believe that's his 19th of the season. Let's go, Podkolzin. Love to see that. A power play goal. That's 2 power play goals for Edmonton this period. Nugent Hopkins sent the puck towards the net. Yeah, Podkolzin is just shoveling at it. And that goes in between the legs of Nedeljkovic. Podkolzin was battling against Ferraro and Leddy and just found a way to get through. Absolutely love to see that. Simplify your game, right? Put pucks to the net and then get bodies in there and just kind of whack away at it. So it finds its way in. It does go off of Podkolzin's skate, it looks like. So Connor McDavid, his second point of the period. Now he's up to 130 points this year. What is a power play? Apparently the Oilers decided they wanted to be power play merchants tonight, and I'll take it. They're getting the PP up. Yeah, Carl Young, Tim Samaras, the Twist X team. I actually have a book on Tim Samaras' life. It's an incredible read. He was a storm chaser that I followed very heavily. I was very much into what him and the Twist X team did. Podkolzin with his 19th goal of the season, and the Oilers are going to try and skate this out of trouble, and they've got 38 seconds left to potentially get out of the first period with a lead and what has been a very well-defended period for Edmonton. Here's a puck to bouncing around in front of the net. San Jose couldn't get it out. Puck in the feet of Frederick. Around the boards, Will Smith can't get it past Wallman. Wallman does send it back in. Frederick, I don't know what's going on here. Looked like a San Jose Shark was potentially kind of injured there. Looked a little tired. Didn't know what they wanted to do with it. Here's Adam Henrique. Bad giveaway there. Will Smith will send that out of trouble. And the Oilers, 3 seconds left in the period, are going to head to the second up by 1. Last night against Utah, they had a 2-goal lead heading to the second intermission. So hopefully this team has learned their lesson from last night. That was a very solid period for the Edmonton Oilers. I'm not gonna lie, folks. That's a solid period of hockey for Edmonton. They only gave up 3 shots. They outshot the Sharks 8-3. They had a couple goals on the power play as well, which is absolutely huge. This power play has been super anemic lately. So that's really good to see. Rangers suck again. Oh, Random Aussie, welcome back in. And yeah, it's been a tough season for the Rangers, hey? Visible part of a tornado is deceiving. It'll affect you before the visible part reaches you. Yep, exactly. Absolutely. There are lots of times invisible vortices that so you have your main tornado and then you'll have these vortices that move around it, but you can't see them sometimes. So yeah, before we get back on the topic of thunderstorms and tornadoes, we are going to go through the first period here, the scoring summary. Macklin Celebrini, first shot of the game for the Sharks, made it 1-0 on the power play. And then Connor McDavid, he ends up tying things up only a couple minutes later, minute and a half later. The Oilers win the faceoff they win the faceoff to Bouchard and McDavid. He walks in, he comes to the left circle, he's trying to center it across for Roslovic. It goes off of a leg and it's just sitting on the goal line, and then McDavid just pokes that puck in, his 45th of the season. Bouchard with his 69th assist of the season, very nice. Vasily Podkolzin also with an assist. And then Vasily Podkolzin, right? He scores on the power play late in that period. A deflection off of his skate. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid feeds that puck across to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins just throws it into an open area. It goes off of the skate of Podkolzin and into the net. So a good period for the Edmonton Oilers. They outshoot the Sharks 8-3. Now, San Jose is leading in the faceoff percentage right now, but the Oilers have won a couple faceoffs where it's really mattered a lot. Edmonton 2 for 2 on the power play. Sharks 1 for 2. So it's been a special teams battle here in that first period. The Oilers 13 hits, San Jose 3. Block shots 3 apiece. Giveaways 9-3. Sharks takeaways 3-0 for San Jose. We'll take a look at the time on ice in that one. Max Jones only played 2 minutes in that first period. Adam Henrique 343. Szymanski 354. You had McDavid play 7:18, Nuge 6:36, Podkolzin 6:32. But look at Podkolzin, a 2-point first period for him. He's chipping in on the power play right now, which is great in the absence of Leon Draisaitl. So good for Podkolzin. He looked like he was a bit of a net front presence there in the absence of Hyman as well. We have to remember Zach Hyman is no longer there. Hopefully Hyman will be back for game 1 of the playoffs. Hopefully he's not dealing with anything too intense. Bouchard led time on ice for defensemen. He had an assist. Emerson had the least amount of ice time, 443. And if we take a look at the money puck, the advanced stats, look at Washington beating Toronto tonight 4-0. Take a look at the advanced stats here. Sorry, I get so distracted. The expected goals for percentage was in Edmonton's favor. What is this? This was a rebound goal. Are they saying the puck went in the That's weird that that's the location of McDavid's goal when that's not where he was when he poked it in. He was literally like in the crease. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Expected goals in all situations, 1.53 to 0.97 in favor of Edmonton. At 5-on-5, incredibly low event hockey. Incredibly low event hockey for the Oilers, but that is by design. That's how they want to play right now. And just find a way to hold on to the lead here. Find a way to hold on to the lead, not too worried about the individual expected goals for percentage with a 1-period sample size. So we will go from there. All right, I can catch up on the comments now. I apologize. Just going to scroll up a little bit. Get us out of the winter. I want summer as well. Hope for a solid second. Hello, fellow Aussies. Hey, what's going on, Windmill? Good to see you, my friend. What rank are you in Rainbow Six Siege? I haven't played ranked in a long time. I peaked Plat 1 in Operation North Star, I think is where I peaked, was Plat 1. I honestly haven't played a lot of Rainbow Six Siege lately, sadly. I would like to try and get back into it, though. I don't play a lot of video games during hockey season. There's usually just too much going on. Do I think Enderlin deserved the EF5? I think it's interesting. That's the one that they revised, right? It was initially an EF3 and then they revised it to EF5. Is that the one that I'm thinking of, or is that a different one? You are, Abe. Absolutely you are. Hey, thanks, Carrie. I appreciate that. Rainbow Six has all the hate in my heart. Remember when Edmonton got that lightning storm in 2019, late July? No claps or sounds, just pure lightning. Now, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Could have sworn I heard an interview saying Hyman was coming back with a game or two left in the regular season. I've also seen that as well. It probably depends on where the Oilers are in terms of the standings. Silas Swin says no one cares. I'm not sure what that was referencing. Did I hear about the earthquake that happened? Yeah, north of Edmonton, 4.5 magnitude. I'm assuming that's from fracking. The train derailment that got that tornado reclassified. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Do I know who Swaggle? Dude, I love Swaggle Studios. Top tier tornado content, top tier weather content YouTuber. Out of town scoreboard. Yeah, we can take a look at the out of town scoreboard. There's not many games tonight, though. You had the Sabres. They beat the Rangers 5-3, so they maintained first place in the Atlantic Division. And then Washington beat Toronto 4-0. Toronto's still obviously fully embracing trying to get a good draft pick right now. So, how did the Oilers play in the first period? I think they played fantastic. I think it was a much better improved play compared to last night, especially defensively, and 2 power play goals. 2 power play goals is massive. Yeah, and Franklin's just hanging out. Hi, Franklin. Hi, bud. Hi, buddy. He's such a sweet boy. He lets me pet his tummy. The Oilers won't clinch with a win tonight. The Oilers, if they win tonight, they won't clinch. They have a chance to clinch Saturday as long as they win tonight. Favorite car in Forza Horizon? Oh, man. I don't even know. My favorite car in real life is just most variations of Lamborghinis. I love Lamborghinis. Watching this while playing Minecraft, such a vibe, not going to lie. Hey, I appreciate that, Chelsea. I got to get back into Minecraft, too. There's so many games I need to just get back into. Can we beat the Avs again? Can we? Yes. Will we? That's another question. Depends who might be rested or resting, who might be in and out of the lineup by then. I think it's 5 points, Mark, but yeah, pretty close. Benjamin Franklin. Just Franklin. What's the schedule? Let's take a look here for the Oilers. They only have a few games left. They play the Kings Saturday. It is a matinee game. I will be live for that game on Saturday, by the way. So if you do enjoy these live streams, I'm live every game before the playoffs start. The Stanley Cup playoffs starts April 18th. We don't know who the Oilers' opponent is yet, and we also don't know when their first home game is going to be, when their first game in general is going to be. But Edmonton plays LA on Saturday. They have 2 days off, so tomorrow there will be a day after discussion where I'll discuss both of these games on the road. Then they play Colorado Monday the 13th, and then they play Vancouver Thursday the 16th. So the Oilers actually get a lot of rest here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of rest in the final week and a half of the season leading into the playoffs. That's really good. Like, that's good for the team. It is not a very compressed schedule for them. As long as guys can get healthy enough to hopefully contribute and be in the lineup for game one, that'll be massive. That'll be absolutely massive. Making an F1 car at school. 16 people are in the group. We have different types of meetings in the 3 recesses. The car is going to be 4 feet. It's going to be for talent show. That's really cool, Savage. That's really, really cool. But yeah, I am going to take a quick break here. I'm going to allow all of you to hang out with the chair for a little bit. We'll go to our Be Right Back screen. Here it is. You can float through space and time, and I will be right back. I will be back, folks, probably in about 5 or 6 minutes or so. Yeah, Franklin's out of here, folks. I took too long, apparently. Franklin's like, you know what? Screw this. Screw this. I'm out. Also, what's everyone's snack tonight? What's everyone snacking on for the game? And their drink of choice. Now, I already mentioned it earlier. I got a Guinness 0% alcohol tonight. That is my drink of choice. But what's everyone else drinking tonight? I add stars emotes to be inclusive to other fan bases. At some point, when the channel grows enough and I like the more members that I have, the more emotes that I can like upload. I'm for sure going to add a emote slot for every single team's like logo, right? All 32 teams will have a logo. That way, if fans of other teams come in and they want to spam the team that they cheer for, absolutely, that's something that I'd like to do. Had some pasta earlier, very nice. Iced coffee, nothing. Breakfast time here. There you go, Cajun. Dr. Pepper. I like that, Aaron. I like that a lot. Zero sugar Powerade, partying it up. There you go, Hamar. I like it. Grape slushy, eating some ketchup chips and a 12-pack of brews. Look at that, YOLO. Let's go. Coke Zero. Yeah, the cat emotes are coming. I promise. I'm working on cat emotes right now. I'm working on an emote for Kitty Kitty, Franklin, and Mochi. Water. You know what, Spider-Man? That's the best choice. That's the best choice that you can make is water. Lemonade, Smirnoff Berry Blast. Oh, man, those are so good. So good. I'm jealous. Watermelon Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, exactly. Got to stay healthy. Stay healthy, kids. Eating air. Oh, my God, Kahir. That's eating air. I like it. I like it. Cold beer and air fried chicken strips. I need to get myself an air fryer, man. I've been telling myself for like 2 years, I got to get an air fryer. And then every time they go on sale, I'm like, I'm going to buy one. And then I never buy an air fryer. So hopefully I get an air fryer maybe for the playoffs this year. I'll have lots of different options. Could maybe do like a like a hot wing challenge and like Q&A when I hit 10,000 subscribers. Get an air fryer for that. Maxie says, drinking water, lost a lot of weight because I switched from water to Coke and Sprite. Yeah, absolutely. Just cutting a lot of sugar out of your diet actually does like wonders, man. Like it's crazy how much of an effect that it has. Changes your life. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Wouldn't be too bad of an idea if you had food that was maybe Oilers themed, right? Well, I would like probably just like make the food beforehand and then do like a Q&A. There's a few things that I am planning on doing for the 10,000 subscribers, especially giveaways. There will be numerous things to give away as a celebration of all of you who tune in and support all the time. I want to make sure that I'm always giving back to the community. No matter how big this channel gets, I want to make sure that I never, ever forget why I'm able to do what I do. And that's because of everyone right now tuning in, whether you enjoy my content or not, whether you're here to cheer for other teams or not. Everyone that clicks on a video, anyone that hits the like button, anyone that just has ever clicked on a video, even if it's only one video, that has helped me get to where I am today. So thank you all for that very much. And I appreciate that, Chase. I want to see a storm chasing would be very fun. The logistics of storm chasing and live streaming, especially like in this part of the country, the connection's pretty bad. So you'd probably have a pretty choppy feed. 10 Carolina Reapers at 10K subs. Listen, I don't want to die on stream. How's it going? Didn't see what happened. Who scored? I just proposed to my girlfriend. Yo, did she say yes? Please tell me please tell me she said yes. First period was good. Goals from Podkolzin and McDavid on the power play. And the puck is in the Oilers zone right now. Misa can't come up with it. Puck comes around, kept alive. Into the middle, shot by Misa towards the Oilers' goal. That's blocked. And let's see how the Oilers play with the lead. They had the lead numerous times last night against Utah, and they completely blew it. So we'll see how much San Jose presses on the forecheck. Here's a giveaway in front, and a good play by Ingram. Might have got a piece of it. Here's another shot from the point, and San Jose is kind of all over Edmonton early here in the second. Darnell Nurse throws a hit, knocks Misa down. Nugent Hopkins trying to poke it forward. Nugent Hopkins out there with Dickinson and Kapanen. Shot towards the Oilers' goal. Nice job by Connor Murphy. Deflects that wide of the net. He'll get it up to Kapanen. Murphy again trying to find Kapanen, and the Oilers just hemmed in a little bit, trying to deflect it down the ice, and finally they'll be able to get a change here. She said, yes, let's go. Hey, congrats, Colby. Congrats, my friend. Cheers to you. That's incredible. Cheers to both you and your girlfriend. That's amazing to hear. I'm very, very happy for you. That's super cool. Puck in the middle of the ice, sent in deep by Will Smith. Ty Emberson will grab it for Edmonton. Jake Wallman now up the left boards. It's going to be skated by Podkolzin. Podkolzin stick handles around a couple of defenders, finds McDavid. McDavid, shot attempt, goes off his stick and wide. Another shot attempt by Ekholm doesn't make it. McDavid to Ekholm, across to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. Towards the Oilers' goal, that goes wide of the net. And here's Max Jones off the bench. Max Jones cycles it down low, looking for Matt Savoy. Savoy grabs it for Edmonton. Savoy stutter steps. He'll find Evan Bouchard. Puck behind the net, Evan Bouchard. And Bouchard's tripped up here, and Celebrini's going to go to the box for tripping. And the Oilers, they had possession, they lost it. Now, this is interesting because that top line had been out for a while. Do you have Savoy and McDavid starting on the power play here? And Bouchard, or do you start the second unit? It'll be interesting to see, but Celebrini's going to the box here for tripping. Evan Bouchard had activated down low, and then the stick from Celebrini got into the feet of Bouchard. Bouchard may have went down a little easily there, but that is a penalty. You can't stick your stick into the feet, so they do have the top unit out there. Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Rozovic, Bouchard, and Podkolzin. So the Oilers 5 for 26 in their last 11 games. However, they do have 2 power play goals tonight. So let's see if they can get another one. This is a great opportunity to extend the lead if you're Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins steps into that faceoff dot. He loses it. Puck behind the net to Desharnais. And San Jose is just going to send that down the ice. Colin Graff all the way down the ice. Connor Ingram is going to leave that for Evan Bouchard. Here's Evan Bouchard. Skates it up the ice. Nugent Hopkins. Right circle to Bouchard. Bouchard will go back to the point. He'll find McDavid. McDavid, left circle, centers it out in front off of a leg. Nugent Hopkins leaves it for McDavid, back to Bouchard at the blue line. Here's Bouchard. He sends it into the feet of Nugent Hopkins, corrals it back to Evan Bouchard. Connor McDavid now walks into an area, left circle, looks for a lane to the net, doesn't find it, doesn't like what he sees, sends it back to Bouchard. Bouchard towards the goal, doesn't make it to the net. And San Jose has a chance to get it out. They will. Here's Wenberg now, skating it into the Oilers zone, 2-on-2. Wenberg down low. Connor McDavid picks up that puck, and McDavid sends it up the ice. And here's a breakaway for Rozovic. In alone, scores. Jack Rozovic on the power play makes it 3-1 Edmonton. San Jose had a couple players caught deep in the Oilers zone, and Jack Rozovic got in behind the defense. San Jose in the middle of a change. Connor McDavid with the outlet pass right to the tape of Rozovic. An absolute dart. And Jack Rozovic, his second breakaway of the game, and he makes no mistakes on that one. Forehand, backhand, beats Nedeljkovic. 3 power play goals for the Oilers tonight. 3. They're 3 for 3, man. That's crazy. That power play, hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yo, Thunders with the gifted membership, folks. Let's go. Another gifted membership from Thunders Production. Thank you so much. You do not ever have to do that, but I truly do appreciate that. So if you got a gifted membership, congrats. You get some custom emotes that you can use on the channel. You get a badge next to your name. Comments get highlighted in videos. Sometimes I upload videos a little bit early for members as well, but that's not something I do very regularly. So the Oilers, 3-1 lead. Shots are 9-3 Edmonton. 3 power play goals for the Oilers. Jack Rozovic gets a goal, which is fantastic. Here's a puck up the middle of the ice now. Ingram is going to drop that. Comes to Ty Emberson. Emberson up the right wing. Szymanski gives that puck away in the neutral zone. That's going to be brought in now. Here's San Jose. Eklund across the ice. Comes to the blue line. Klingberg to Eklund. Around the boards. San Jose with possession. Shot towards the net. Deflected on goal, and that goes in. That's deflected in net. Connor Ingram, he's putting his stick up like it was a high stick. I don't think so. I don't know if it was Wenberg that got a piece of that in front, but San Jose makes it a 1-goal game. Deflected in front, shot from the point, and it was Wenberg, it looks like. So San Jose, 2 goals on 4 shots here in this hockey game. Wenberg with the shot towards the net. Let's see. Yeah, that was deflected in front there. He had Eklund in front. He had Sherwood. Ingram is moving left to right. The puck went from right to left. That's a tough one. Ingram has thought that puck was moving to his right, and I mean, it was, but that's just a good deflection in front. The Sharks get it right back. Here's a shot towards the Sharks net. Doesn't make it, and that goes off of a stick and out of play. So 15-11 to go here in the second period. Yeah, it might have hit a couple of bodies, but it definitely changed direction pretty significantly. Those are always a bit tougher to blame on the goaltender just because of how much that puck didn't move. Look at all the traffic in front of Ingram too. That is an absolute tough one there. Obviously, it's not ideal right after the Oilers made it 3-1, but we'll see if the team can, clamp down a little bit. We'll see if Ingram can give the team a few more saves because 2 goals on 4 shots obviously doesn't look great right now. Here's Misa up the ice. He'll get Chernyshov across to Toffoli. That's going to be picked off by Roslovic. Here's Henrique to Roslovic. Roslovic's knocked down to the ice. He's looking for a trip maybe, but no call. Puck comes up the ice now to Chernyshov. Chernyshov into the middle. Puck off of Ekholm's stick. Adam Henrique on the back check here for the Oilers. On his backhand, he'll just flip it into the center ice area. Nice job by Podkolzin. Steals it. Here's a shot from Savoy and a good save by Nedeljkovic. Played back to Evan Bouchard now. The Oilers have possession. Here's McDavid now to Bouchard towards the goal. Puck just bounces over McDavid's stick. Matthias Ekholm can't keep that play alive. Bouchard resets. Connor McDavid with speed. He winds it up. Here comes McDavid in front. Forehand scores. Connor McDavid does it again. Wow. Look at McDavid. Makes it a 4-2 game. He just blows by the defense again. We saw that last night against Utah. And Nedeljkovic flew out of his net trying to poke check. McDavid waits him out and puts it into the wide open net. What a goal by McDavid. McDavid with the speed. He blows by both defenders. Nedeljkovic went for the poke check, and McDavid says, you know what? I'll take that wide open net that you just gave me and put that right in. Connor McDavid's second goal of the game. The Oilers respond after a goal against again. That is a 4-2 lead now for Edmonton. What a goal from Connor McDavid. Anyone that says McDavid isn't the best player in the world, I don't know, man. The things that he does every single night, we are so lucky to watch this guy. So lucky to watch McDavid. A 4-point night for Connor. Second assist for Bouchard. He's up to 91 points on the season now, Evan Bouchard is. And here comes Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. One-on-one here. Shot towards the goal, and that's stopped by Nedeljkovic. Kapanen sends that puck around deep. And San Jose can't keep it alive now. Nurse into the corner. To Nugent-Hopkins. Foreman Spike with the $6.99 super chat. You get a goal. And you get a goal. Everyone gets a goal. It's been a very high-scoring game here for Edmonton. Here's Nugent-Hopkins. Steps on his stick. Goes down. No call. Jason Dickinson fights for that puck. And that's going to be brought out of trouble by the Sharks. Celebrini's going to be offside at the Oilers' blue line. So we do have a commercial break here. Oilers regain the 2-goal lead right after San Jose made it a 1-goal game. Nedeljkovic flew out of his, he tried to do the flying poke check, and Nedeljkovic, you can tell he's frustrated on that one. 4 goals against on 13 shots for Nedeljkovic right now. What's the story of the game so far? Special teams. The Oilers have 3 power play goals tonight. 3. And Connor McDavid has 4 points, so you could argue that he's also the he's the story of the game as well. Tomorrow, April 9th, 1 month from graduating high school. Enjoy the crap out of it, Liam. The final month leading up to graduation is probably the most fun you're going to have in high school, that is. That was like a lot of my memories from high school was that final month and a half leading into graduation. So embrace every moment. Cool hat today. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, SJL. Sometimes I wear this hat. Sometimes I wear the Jays hat. I tried to change it up a little bit. Usually have the Oilers hat on during streams, but the Jays won today and I was happy. So I was like, you know what? We're wearing the we're wearing the Jays hat tonight. Did I get a haircut? I actually did not get a haircut. No haircut for me. I'll get a haircut this summer after the playoffs. This is such a fun game to watch. I know, Justin. I know. Well, hopefully if you do go to bed, you'll wake up to a big victory in the morning. Maybe a few more goals. Maybe more McDavid highlight reel goals. What Connor McDavid is able to do right now is just unbelievable. If the Oil win the Stanley Cup, will I go bald? Listen, I would shave my entire head if the Oilers win the Stanley Cup. I'll shave my whole body. Everything. Eyebrows, eyelashes, facial hair, armpits, legs. Seriously. At this point, I'm basically committed to doing almost anything just to see Edmonton win a Stanley Cup. Too much info. I'm just having fun. We're having fun, folks. We are back from the commercial break. Oilers getting back in on the forecheck here. Sent down the ice, and that is icing. So an offensive zone draw coming up for Edmonton. Okay, not the eyelashes then. Not the eyelashes. Will I be growing a playoff beard? Absolutely, yeah. I will be growing the playoff beard. I don't grow a very good beard, but you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like by the time the Cup final rolls around. If you go back to some of my streams against Florida last year, it's very red. It's a very red beard, but it's not very, like, full, if that makes sense. Am I old enough to remember the last one? The last Oilers Stanley Cup? No, I wasn't even born. I was born in 1993. It's still possible, Sodium, if the Oilers do what they did last night and just sit back in the third period. Unk. 19? My birth year starts with 1-9? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm the audience is shook now. Here's McDavid to Ekholm. Bouchard with the puck now. And he'll find McDavid. McDavid spins away from a check to Bouchard. Back to McDavid. Look at the activation here from the Oilers. McDavid looking to get into a lane. Fires it towards the net. And that goes high and wide. San Jose looking to just get it clear here, and the Oilers looking to keep applying that pressure. This top line for Edmonton has been great tonight. Here's McDavid again. He steps into the Shark zone. Shakes by a couple of Sharks defenders. Ekholm trying to keep the play alive for a moment. Puck is going to be bounced forward. McDavid trying to play it forward. He'll go for a change. It'll come to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard with a hard rim. It's going to be chased by Josh Szymanski, who had a giveaway before that Sharks' second goal. So it's nice to see that Szymanski is still getting a chance to play here. Knobloch hasn't totally punished him yet. Puck in the middle for Colton Dock off of his foot. Sharks looking to get it clear. Szymanski can't quite come up with it. He takes down a San Jose Shark, and the crowd was looking for a call. No call forthcoming. Bouchard is having a much better game tonight. He had last night was probably the worst game Bouchard has played in like a month, maybe even longer. So when Bouchard has those games, I don't usually get concerned because he usually does follow it up with strong performances. Hey, all good, Kika. No worries, my friend. Did I not support the Bruins in 2011? Yes, I obviously cheered for the Bruins in 2011. That was, I wish I had I wasn't as into it in 2011, if that makes sense. I was in grade 12. That cup run was during like all my grad stuff, all my graduation, like grad week. So like I just wasn't able to focus on that cup run as much as I should have been able to, as much as I wanted to. Hey, what's going on, Scoopy Kitty Litter? How you doing? Here's Dickinson on the forecheck for the Oilers on his backhand, trying to drop it for Nugent Hopkins off of his stick, and that's pushed into the neutral zone. Dickinson up the ice. Connor McDavid back on the ice, and that's going to be offside here. I don't know what's going on. They might be calling a penalty. I don't know what the whistle was for. I'm on. Yeah, I know. Do I watch Stick on Ice? Makes really fun content on NHL games. Love the creativity of his content. You should check him out. I do not watch Stick on Ice, but I definitely will check him out. That sounds awesome. I bet it was amazing, Bob. I bet it was amazing. Drinking chocolate milk. There you go. That is a meal of champions there, Liam. Snacks of a champion. Chocolate milk is goated. So, not sure what's going on here. So McDavid's going to the penalty box, or what's happening? McDavid's going back to the bench. So Rozovic is... So it's too many men on Edmonton. Too many men on the Edmonton Oilers. So this is the second too many men penalty taken by Edmonton in this game. Rozovic's going to serve the penalty. So, yeah. It's not ideal. Celebrini only needs 3 more shots to win this for the Sharks. Here's Celebrini. He's going to bring it into the zone. That puck goes off of a stick. Out of trouble here. The Oilers looking to kill this one off. The Sharks do have a power play goal tonight. Early in that first period, they got one. The second too many men penalty taken by the Oilers in this game. So here's Ekholm trying to move that puck up the ice. Bouchard can't get the clear. Kept in by Will Smith. Here's Orlov now to Celebrini. To Orlov. Orlov, Celebrini across the ice, deflects in front. Centering attempt, and that puck is going to come out of the zone, out of trouble here for Edmonton. Here's Celebrini, brings it back into the Oilers zone. Smith across. Wenberg to the point. Here's Orlov. Across the ice. Edmonton looking to come up with it. That's going to get poked forward by Savoy, and here comes Savoy. He might have a partial break. Short-handed. Savoy with a shot and a good save. And the rebound, it was going into the net, but it just hung out on the goal line, and now the Sharks are going to come up the ice. Holy smokes, and here's another chance for the Oilers, a 2-on-1. It's Kapanen with Dickinson. Dickinson shoots, and he missed the net. The Oilers short-handed. 2 glorious opportunities, and it can't go in. Savoy, the puck was rolling on the goal line and it got cleared, and then the Oilers a second 2-on-1, and Dickinson misses the net. And now the Sharks with 3 seconds left on their power play. To the blue line, Celebrini looks for a lane. Shot attempt goes off of Dickinson's glove. He shakes his hand. Hopefully he's okay. And here are the Sharks now looking to set it up. Here's Eklund to Desharnais to Ferraro. A shot attempt that goes off of a leg, and it hit the ref behind the Oilers' goal. Shot attempt on net. Here's a save, and another good save by Connor Ingram. He stretched his pad out. The backhand in tight, and Connor Ingram with a great save there. And there is an icing call on the Oilers. 2 big saves for Connor Ingram. So they're going to show Matt Savoy's shorthanded attempt. He didn't quite get the breakaway. He got his own rebound, and that puck just sat on the goal line. Oh, it was so close. It was stopped by the defender, and then Kapanen to Dickinson. And Dickinson, actually, Nedeljkovic made a save on Dickinson there. Made a save on Dickinson. So that was a good save by Nedeljkovic on Dickinson on the 2-on-1. So the Oilers had the better chances on that penalty kill. Hey, what's going on, Zach? How you doing? What's going on, Jackson? Yeah, Savoy's shot was very close to going in. Very, very close. That'd be very cool, D2. I hope Celebrini gets at least 1 cup in his life. I love Celebrini, man. As long as it doesn't come at the expense of the Oilers. Or hopefully the Oilers win one before Celebrini wins his. We'll say that. But hopefully both teams do get a cup. I really have nothing against the San Jose Sharks. I think they're a fun young team. They've always been pretty neutral for me, even growing up. San Jose never really was part of anything that made me dislike them growing up as a kid. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? How you doing? Yo, Savage, maybe we stop saying Diddy in the chat, please. I would appreciate that. Savoy's like a junior Connor Brown. Hey, I like that. I like that. Puck comes to the blue line. Ferraro shot attempt towards the goal and a good save by Connor Ingram. And Edmonton looking to come up with possession. It's going to be kept alive here. Centering attempt to Celebrini off of his foot. Can't get a shot off. Puck sent in behind the Oilers' net. Darnell Nurse can't come up with it. Puck bounced over his stick. Nugent Hopkins resets to Connor Murphy. Here's Murphy off the boards. That's going to go down the ice and on net. So, you know what? Not icing there. But Murphy would have had McDavid streaking. All Murphy would have had to do was just make a different play, and McDavid would have had possession going up the ice. Here's Colton Dock. He'll send that puck up to Frederick. Here's a 2-on-1 into the middle for Szymanski. Oh, and a good shot and a good save by Nedeljkovic. Josh Szymanski in alone. Set up by Frederick. Good save by Nedeljkovic. Shot by Wallman now, and another save by Nedeljkovic. Doc around the boards, comes to the blue line to Emberson. Here's Szymanski, another shot. That hits his own man in front. Szymanski does a great job on the back check, prevents a breakaway there, and he does another good job. He's protecting it with his glove, and he sends it down the ice. What a play by Szymanski. Look at that defensive effort from Josh Szymanski. Holy smokes. This is why you got to keep playing this kid. That is fantastic, and that really makes up for the mistake that he made earlier in this period. Josh Szymanski loses his stick defensively, but he gets his body down in front of it and then clears it with his glove, and now here's Max Jones in on the forecheck. Up the ice now. Here's Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm. He'll play it up the right boards here. Rozovic will deflect it in deep. Max Jones chases after it. Puck gets by Max Jones here. Nice hit by Rozovic. Looking engaged here. Here's Rozovic. He'll give it to McDavid. Walks in. Passes in front off a stick, and it scores. Connor McDavid with the hat trick. Goal. He tried to center it in front to Rozovic, but that goes off of a stick of the San Jose Sharks defender. Connor McDavid with the hat trick. Bit of a fluky one. And Connor McDavid, wow. What more can we say about McDavid? It is a 5-2 Oilers lead. Max Jones got in on the forecheck, took a high stick. There was no call. Rozovic gets in on the forecheck, prevents the zone exit. Rozovic drops it for McDavid, sends it out in front. That goes off of Orlov's stick and in. Hamar with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, look at Connor McDavid. He's happy. McDavid with 3 goals tonight. 5 points for Connor McDavid. Holy smokes. And the leadership group here, the main leader on Edmonton, stepping up after a tough night last night against Utah. Oilers now up to a 3-goal lead with 5:46 left here in the second period. Wow, what a game from Connor McDavid. A 5-point game. 5 goals on 17 shots for the Oilers. And Dickinson will chase after this puck now. Here's Dickinson on the forecheck. McDavid in Kucherov mode. Apparently that goal goes as unassisted. Here's Kapanen. He's hauled down to the ice. I thought Rozovic would get an assist on that because it was a deflection. It's not like it was an own goal, but I mean, technically it's an own goal. So fantastic game for McDavid, but there's a lot of time left in this one. But so far, the Oilers have played a very strong game of hockey. Shots are 17-7. The score is 5-2. And San Jose looking to get back in it. Here's a play in front to Sherwood across to the back door. And he was looking for Eklund just out of his reach. And here's Connor McDavid with speed now. Here's McDavid with wheels. He's going to walk into the Shark zone, looking to wind up. Goes to his backhand, tries to play back to Ekholm, and that's stolen by Will Smith. Who got the goals? McDavid has 3. Podkolzin has 1. And Rozovic has 1. Oh, here's a giveaway by Ekholm and a puck off the crossbar. Did that go in? It looked like that was in and out by Will Smith. The giveaway by Ekholm, though. That was a weird bounce in and out. It must have just hit the top of the crossbar and just bounced downwards. Here's McDavid now in the offensive zone. Puck sent to the blue line, Ekholm to Bouchard, and that puck comes out of the Shark zone. McDavid resetting, skates it in on his backhand, protects. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard with the stutter step now, drops it for McDavid. What a play. McDavid towards the Sharks net. Where is it? It's loose, and Nedeljkovic is going to hang on to it, gets his glove down, hangs on to that one. Wow. Crazy game. Hope you're enjoying. Yo, I'm having a blast with this one. Connor McDavid right now has a 5-point game. He has 3 goals tonight to bring him up to 47 on the season. And suddenly he might be in the Rocket Richard conversation here. Connor McDavid, 3 goals tonight. We'll just quickly take a look at the box stats just so everyone can see what's going on. McDavid with 3 goals and 2 assists. That is unbelievable what we're seeing from him in only 13-20 of time on ice. So he has been very efficient tonight for the Edmonton Oilers, and the Oilers have scored 3 goals here in the second period. They've blown this thing open. Now I have the energy. What's the YT after Austin Hockey? Just stands for YouTube. Austin Hockey YT just means Austin Hockey YouTube. That way, if someone searches Austin Hockey YT or Austin Hockey YouTube in like a search engine, my stuff usually comes up. Yo, Paint Panther with the 99 cents. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $1. Does Bouchard hit 100 points? Probably not. Probably not. But he probably gets very close. Best game of the season for you. This has been a fun one. This has been a good game. The Oilers defensively are solid. They're capitalizing on chances. Connor McDavid has 5 points. We're witnessing something special tonight here with Connor McDavid and what he's doing right now. We're witnessing something special. Yeah, it's one of those feelings that you get sometimes when maybe I'm just overwhelmed with how good he is, but there's something special tonight in the air. Who has the most points in a single game? I know the answer to that, but chat can answer it. Played for the Leafs a long time ago. First name starts with a D. Last name starts with an S. Now, when it comes to most points in a game for Edmonton, Paul Coffey had 8 points in a game. Wayne Gretzky had 8 points in a game. And Sam Gagner, also part of that conversation, 8 points in a game. February of 2012. I think it was February 2nd, 2012. For Sam Gagner. Something around there. I might be wrong on the exact date, but I think it was around there for Sam Gagner. Yeah, to my jersey. Yeah, it could be the jersey. I haven't worn the reverse retro in quite a while. Szymanski, offensive zone face-off, is going to try and come up with it. We had a poll at the very beginning. We had a poll at the beginning of the stream, but we did end it pretty early tonight. Yo, BP, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Enjoy your custom emotes that you get to use during streams and on my videos. Enjoy that custom badge next to your name as well. Well, the star badge next to your name. I am working on custom badges still. It was February 2nd. You see, sometimes Unk Brain does function. Sometimes I do remember things. I should be able to remember that one, though, because Sam Gagner was my favorite player for a very long time. But yeah, 10 points in a game. The only time it happened was from Daryl Sittler. Daryl Sittler on the Maple Leafs. I can't tell you the year that it happened. I don't remember. Obviously, I'm not that old, but I know it was Daryl Sittler had 10 points in a game. Cherry Mode ABP with the $5 super chat after becoming a member. Thank you so much. Love that you post the cherry emote there. That's super fun. Here's a shot towards the Oilers' goal. Doesn't make it to the net. Here's Colton Dock now. You give it to Ty Emberson. February 7th, 1976. There you go. Blow Stuff Up has given us the date that Daryl Sittler had 10 points in a game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here come the Sharks now, looking to get something before the end of the period. Wenberg's pass blocked by Murphy. What a defensive play by Murphy. And the Oilers defensively have been just all over this game right now, which is fantastic to see. Kapanen gets that puck in deep off the stick of Nedeljkovic. Where did the puck go? It bounced out of play. I don't know what happened. 2:23 to go. There will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Oilers. Thoughts on Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen coming to Edmonton? He plays for Buffalo, right? Might be interesting. Don't know what he makes. Don't know what the salary cap is. I actually don't really know much of his stats this season either, so I can't really answer that question. Yo, Windmill, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome for becoming part of the locker room here on the Austin Hockey YouTube channel. I appreciate that. And those of you who might be new to the channel, you're tuning in and you're not quite sure what the vibes are. I hope you're enjoying the vibes right now. Try and keep things light, positive, fun, engaging. And if you like what you see, just hit that like button. We also are getting very close to 10,000 subscribers. We will likely hit 10,000 subscribers around game 1 of the playoffs, somewhere around April 18th or 19th. I also have a lot of things planned for that, giveaways, fan appreciation. So keep an eye out for more announcements on that as well. Missed important stat, Chad. What did I miss? What did I miss? How many goals and points would McDavid have if he didn't have the slow start? I don't know. I think every player goes through ups and downs in a season, right? Now, McDavid, slow start, but picks it up as the season progresses. Some other players, they have a hot start, and then they slow down as the season progresses. So I think Connor McDavid's kind of right where he should be. Hey, I appreciate that, Lobster Shark. You all make my day. I'm telling you right now, you all give me that extra motivation every single day. Even when I'm having the worst day ever, knowing that I get to do a live stream or make a video and it makes people happy, that legitimately brings me joy. Doing what I do, sitting in this chair, this absolutely beat to crap chair I need a new chair, by the way. I might start a chair fund at some point. Being able to do what I do every single day for all of you, it means a lot. So thank you. Why don't I have any mods? I do have a couple. They will sometimes periodically tune in. Sometimes they also are watching, but they don't chat. So that's why you always got to be careful, right? You always got to be careful in that chat. Can't be going too crazy in there. You never know if there is a mod watching. Herman Miller. This might sound like a really dumb question. What is Herman Miller? Am I just blanking on that? Here's a shot by Roslovic towards the goal. Goes wide. Max Jones now out there with Henrique and Roslovic. This is an interesting line. It's all good. No clue. Appreciate that, Jackson. Thank you, Slush Puppy. Yeah, everyone. This is also another thing about this channel, too, and the community. The positivity is always off the charts. Even when the team is not doing well, we still have a lot of fun here. So here's a shot attempt by Jones. Doesn't make it to the net. Here's Darnell Nurse in on the forecheck. Leaves it for Henrique. Adam Henrique across the ice. Picked up by, oh man, look at the moves that Bud Colson's making. He brings it in deep. Matt Savoy trying to come up with it. He's checked off the puck. A really good brand for office chairs. Okay. I like it. Here's Matt Savoy. As long as you know the rage baiters, that's fair. I usually don't get rage baited. Shot on goal by Bouchard goes wide. Here's Matt Savoy with an opportunity, and that is stopped in tight by Nedeljkovic. I don't know if Nedeljkovic even really saw that one. Savoy might have just hit him there. Reactionary save for Nedeljkovic, but he does prevent the Oilers from going up 6-2. When are Hyman and Draisaitl back? Don't know the exact timelines on them, but Draisaitl will be skating in Edmonton starting tomorrow. He'll be back on the ice, so that's a good sign that maybe he'll start to get ready for game 1 of the playoffs. Hey, I appreciate that, Liam. Next season, I am aiming to do 82 live streams for the regular season for Edmonton, for all 82 games, unless I go to a game, of course, in which case I wouldn't be able to live stream because I'd be in the building. And of course, every playoff game as well. Will not miss a live stream this spring and summer. Here's a puck kept alive by Edmonton. Kapanen in on the forecheck. Can't come up with it. Here's the puck past Ekholm. Centering attempt to Celebrini. Nice stick by Dickinson. He gets in the way. Does not allow Celebrini to get a shot. Puck is going to be behind the Oilers' net. Ekholm up the left boards. Kept alive by the Sharks. Shot from the point. And saved by Connor Ingram. 9th shot on goal for San Jose. So Edmonton defensively tonight have been incredibly stingy. Do not get rid of chair. Listen, if I get a new chair, this current chair will be somewhere in the background of my streams. He's going to always be part of the stream. But for my back and for my sanity, I do need a new chair. This thing is really beat up. You'll be the official live stream of the Oilers. We'll see, Danny. We'll see. But I do agree. This is the future of a lot of media. Sports media just is starting to fall behind. This is the future of fan engagement. I know the league doesn't like it and legacy media doesn't like it, but that's reality here. Cam with the $2 super chat. Doing 82 Oiler live streams would be crazy. Well, I'm kind of a crazy person. If I watch 82 games a year, then I can stream 82 games a year. That's my logic. Here's Celebrini, walks in with a shot and a good save by Connor Ingram. McDavid's taken hard into the boards by Celebrini, and Connor McDavid will skate this out of the zone. McDavid spins it back. 2 seconds left in the period. Nice job just managing the clock. And the Oilers will head to the third period up by 3. A hat trick. A hat trick for Connor McDavid in this one. 5 points for McDavid as well. Smash that like button, folks. We're going to go over each goal in the Edge Visualizer. We'll take a look at the advanced stats, and then I'll take a little bit of a break as always. Head to the second intermission here. Don't want to have cable and 4 to 5 streaming services just to watch games. That's the thing, right? Like, I agree, Hamar. Yeah, it was a very good period, Random Ozzy. Very good period. Hey, no worries, Liam. We'll see you when you get back. I will literally die of joy. I just want to see one in my lifetime. I just want to see one championship in my lifetime. But until then, we're going to talk about this one. We're going to talk about this one. Oilers are up 5-2 right now. The Oilers outshot the Sharks 10-7 in that second period, outscored them 3-1 in the second period. Jack Roslovic, power play goal, got things started for Edmonton in the second. It was a nice job by McDavid. Look at Roslovic. Recognizes that San Jose is making a change. McDavid with the quick outlet. Roslovic on the breakaway. Forehand to backhand. Fantastic goal for him. Hey, never apologize, Withers. You don't have to apologize for a thing. You never have to support financially at all. If super chats don't work, there is a link to like the Streamlabs like tipping option. You can go through Streamlabs if you want, but again, please do not do that. If you've tried to donate and it didn't work, we can just leave it at that. That's totally fine. Kiefer Sherwood, his 23rd goal of the season. He deflected this one past Connor Ingram. Just, what was that, like a minute after? Yeah, it was like a minute after Roslovic scored to make it 3-1 for Edmonton. This puck was sent towards the goal, deflected. There isn't really much Ingram could do on that one. Like, that's kind of a tough one. The puck went from right to left on Ingram. That's a real tough one there. Did I watch any of March Madness? I did not. I did not watch any of March Madness. I'm not like super big into basketball. I'm not really much into college sports. So can I believe how fast the season went by? There were lots of times this season where the season felt very slow, but the last few weeks has really gone by quickly. Connor McDavid with his second goal of the game. He just blows by the defense here at 5:53. This got the Oilers back to their 2-goal lead. What a goal from Connor McDavid, assisted by Bouchard and Ekholm. And then Connor McDavid, his hat-trick goal. They did give Roslovic the assist. I am glad that they did that. Roslovic keeps the play alive. He drops it for McDavid. He tried to center it across to Roslovic. That goes off of a stick of Orlov and in the net. That's Connor McDavid's hat-trick goal. Penalty summaries in this one. The Oilers have taken 3. The Sharks have taken 3. And the Oilers on the power play tonight, they are 3 for 3 on the power play. That is absolutely fantastic for Edmonton. That power play has been anemic, and this has really been the difference in the game, right? Take those 3 power play goals away from Edmonton, this is a tie game. So special teams have been key for the Oilers. Edmonton out-hitting San Jose 27-12. Face-off percentage is in the Sharks' favor, and shots on goal 18-10. Which player do I think has stepped up better from last night? I think Bouchard is much improved from last night, although the bar was pretty low for him. He had a really tough night last night. Connor McDavid leads forwards in time on ice with 14:27. Max Jones has only played 5:18, but he is a +1, so that's good to see. Now, Szymanski, he is a -1. He did give the puck away before that second goal for the Sharks, the Sherwood goal that was deflected in front. However, Szymanski has made up for it, in my opinion, with a couple really solid defensive shifts, and he's also had a couple good offensive chances as well. Defensively tonight, Bouchard leads the way for Edmonton. He has 2 assists, is a +1 rating. And of course, we will check the advanced stats here. Oilers girl, thank you so much for becoming a member once again. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Means the world. Like I said, none of you ever have to support financially, but if you do become a member, there are perks. You do get custom emotes that you can use on the channel, whether it's on videos or live streams, right? It doesn't have to be during a live stream. You can go on to one of my videos and comment all the emotes that I have. I should actually take a look at how many new emote slots that I can unlock, because there has been a lot of new members and gifted members lately. So deserve to win a meter is at 76% for the Oilers, 23% for the Sharks. The Oilers have had a ton of chances. The Sharks have also had some looks here in the inner slot. Would like to see the Oilers defend that just a little bit tighter. But again, they've had a good game here. Expected goals in all situations, 3.18 to 1.69. And at 5-on-5, they've held the San Jose Sharks to just 1.1 expected goals for tonight. Among the forwards for Edmonton, Jones, Henrique, Szymanski leading the expected goals for department. Dickinson is way down here at the bottom, but I'm not too worried about that. I think Dickinson is playing well defensively. And Connor Ingram, he's currently at only minus 0.3 goals saved above expected, sitting at an 80% save percentage. But again, I think Connor Ingram has made some good saves tonight. Not too worried about him. What was the like goal? 134 likes was the like goal. 134. All right, what I miss, Gordon? Hold on, let me scroll up. We have the same raw reaction game 6 of Dallas. Oh, man, I know I will cry like a baby if Edmonton wins the Stanley Cup. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I will literally cry like a baby if they win the Stanley Cup. Pretty simple. That game 6 against Dallas, man, holy smokes. Oh, we're not jinxing it alive. Not jinxing it. We beat the like goal. Okay, cool. The next like goal is going to be 175 likes. If you haven't hit the like button yet, hit that like button. I am going to be right back. I am going to take a 5 to 10 minute break here. I will get an Oilers tattoo if they win the Stanley Cup, 100%. Is 80% save percentage a dot? Yes, it is. Coolistic, yeah. Where's Franklin? He hung out earlier, but he did end up leaving, so. But seeing the Oilers win a cup would mean more to me. There you go, BP. That's pretty cool. I like that. And yeah, everyone's spamming the chair emote. I will get the heck out of here so that you can enjoy the chair. I will be back in like 10 minutes. All right, folks. The Oilers. The Oilers have 20 minutes. My tab crashed. Let's just restore that. Restore this tab. I don't know. My YouTube tab crashed, apparently. I don't know what was going on there. Don't know what was going on there. I don't think I missed anything too crazy. Was chair good? Hanging out with chair was fun, I'm assuming. I am going to get that set up. We're going to go to this screen. Here we go. Yeah, and McDavid, I think the most points he's had in the game is 6, and I think he had that against Detroit. Was it last year or the year before? Connor McDavid is now, he's now 6 points up on Kucherov for the Art Ross race. Art Ross, of course, is the most points in the league. Chair is going to be just fine. Okay, perfect. What's going on, Ismail? Welcome back, my friend. Chair farted. Well, I mean, listen, you can't just hold it in. That's bad. Bro, low-key insane to see you go from 300 subs to like literally almost 10K, right? No, it's the growth on the channel. Again, I'm super humbled by it. The growth is much faster than I ever could have imagined, so I appreciate that. I missed the Pods interview. I can't get them all. Can't win them all. Look at Bob Stauffer hanging out with Gene Principe here on the screen. You're sitting and Bum is beating up the chair. Listen, the chair is beating me up every single day. I know everyone likes to, protect chair here, but nobody ever looks out for my well-being. Hey, that's awesome, Rowan. Dark Ingram. Caught a whiff of the chair fart. Podzemski. Oh, I don't know who that is. Sorry, I thought you meant to say Podkolzin. No, that was on me. Got some debate provs coming up this week. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes amazing for you. Jari in the third? Well, I don't know why we would ever do that. Oh, it is Tristan Jari in the third. Why is Jari in the net? Okay, Tristan Jari is in the net. I hope that doesn't mean Connor Ingram is hurt, because that would be an absolute disaster if that's the case. Okay, Jari's in net here for the third. Okay, Ingram's been ruled out of the third. I don't know what happened. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Someone in this chat was like, what happens if there's an injury to one of the goalies? I don't know who it was, but someone cursed Connor Ingram. Someone in this chat cursed him. Okay, so Tristan Jari's in net in the third period, so the Oilers have to play legitimately perfect defense here. My son will be born in August. He'll also be an Oilers fan. That's awesome, Max. I bet that's very exciting for you. Okay, so the concern now is, like, obviously the Oilers' 3-goal lead, they can hang on here, even with Jari in the crease. My concern is Connor Ingram. What the hell happened? All right, so third period is about to start. I hope it's just precautionary. Here's Matt Savoy getting into something here before the face-off. The refs are talking to Savoy, telling him to calm down. Okay, so maybe the Dark Ingram on the screen actually cursed him. I don't know. We're just gonna get rid of that. Maybe I cursed him having the Dark Ingram on the screen. I don't know, man. Hopefully he's okay though. No, it's not Knobloch making this decision. It's been announced by the team that Ingram won't be available for the third. So hopefully Ingram's okay. All right, we're 30 seconds in. Evan Bouchard will skate it into the Shark zone. Shot towards the net goes high and over the goal. Connor McDavid, who has a hat trick tonight, in on the forecheck for Edmonton. Ingram was talking with the, yeah. I mean, if he tweaked something and you need him for the playoffs, even if it's not serious, why take the chance, right? Why take the chance? Here's Nugent Hopkins around the boards to Darnell Nurse. Puck is deflected in deep into the Shark zone. It's a high flip. Connor Murphy with a shot. That hits Dickinson in front. Murphy just hit Dickinson with a shot here, and Dickinson is in some discomfort on the ice. Dickinson took a puck. He was standing in front of the net. Murphy shot the puck. It hit Dickinson, and Dickinson's a tough customer. Like, he's someone that doesn't go down easily. Oh, boy. Okay, so Dickinson is hobbling off the ice here. He took a puck off the foot. It's the inside of the, or just the ankle. Yeah, the outside of the ankle. Oh, boy. So hopefully Dickinson's okay. Yeah, that's a tough one. Dickinson tried to get out of the way of that. Oh, boy. Yeah, Dickinson needs a lot of help. He has more than one trainer helping Dickinson off the ice right now. Oh, boy. This game has suddenly become as cursed as you can get. Connor Ingram unavailable for the third period. Ingram's not even on the bench, by the way, so I don't know what happened to Ingram. And now Jason Dickinson gets a puck to the foot, and he has to get helped off the ice by the training staff. So, oh, boy. The Oilers just trying to get out of this one in, whatever health is available here. Just get out of this as much as possible. Just try and bring this one home if you're Edmonton. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll skate it through the neutral zone, drops it for Kapanen. Kapanen with a shot that goes high and over the net, and that goes out of play, actually. Time to sign Clem Costin, dude. Okay, there's Ingram on the bench. Okay, so Ingram wasn't available for the third, but if he was hurt, I feel like he wouldn't even be on the bench right now. So Ingram's I think Ingram is probably okay. Probably precautionary though. There. Probably just precautionary for Ingram, because normally if your goalie's hurt and you have to put in the backup, normally there's an emergency backup that you have, the E-bug, right? But Connor Ingram's on the bench, so that is a good sign. Too many hot dogs. Washroom break. Just had to go number 2. Yeah, there we go. He's pulling a Roberto Luongo there. Hey, that works with me, man. The Oilers have a 3-goal lead. If there's certain guys you want to rest, you can rest them. But again, Edmonton, this game is not over. San Jose can score in bunches. We've seen them come back in hockey games this season. So Edmonton's got to play a very, very disciplined, structured third period. I put the Zamboni driver in before Tristan Jarry. Oh, no. Don't tell Steve Dangle that. He'll have a PTSD meltdown. Just kidding. I love Steve Dangle. I'm, of course, just joking when I say that. Of course, I'm referencing David Ayres, who was the Zamboni driver for the Leafs, went in as a backup, emergency backup for the Carolina Hurricanes back in 2019, 2020, and helped Carolina win a hockey game against Toronto that night. Shot towards the net by Frederick. That's stopped easily by Nedeljkovic. Yeah, hopefully Dickinson's okay. I hope Dickinson's okay. I think Ingram's going to be just fine. But Dickinson was in a lot of pain heading off the ice. Who would take his place is just next man up. Curtis Lazar would be available, and then they might be able to call up, you could call up Jarventi, right? That's probably someone else that you might call up, someone that can fill a third, fourth line role. Here's Szymanski with a shot, and that might have been saved there in front by Nedeljkovic. Trent Frederick keeps the puck alive. Nice job to get it across. Trying to find Colton Dach, who's had another solid game for Edmonton. I've really liked Colton Dach's game for the Oilers. What happened to Ingram? Not sure. They didn't say. All they said was that he is unavailable for the rest of the game. So I don't know what you're saying, YOLO, and I don't know if I want to know what you're saying. Worried about him getting in shape after his hand. That's true. Yeah, Clattenburg would be an interesting option to call up. I know they already have like Max Jones, and they have guys that can rough it up. Colton Dach, Trent Frederick. Staying up because I love your channel and always am here till the end of the stream. Hope all is well in your world. Love the content, man. Hey, normal user, I appreciate that. You don't have to stay up for me, though. If you need to get some rest, please go get some rest. I do appreciate it, though, very, very much. But never put your own health and wellness over anything else. Make sure you take care of yourself always. We need Austin Hockey in net. Trust me, you don't want me in the crease. You don't want me in the crease, folks. Flipped knob off and got benched. I don't think that would ever happen. Here's San Jose now. They'll bring the puck into the zone. Here's Desharnais into the middle. Wenberg trying to find Sherwood, and he fans on that shot. And that puck goes off of Sherwood's foot, and it comes out of the zone. Shots are 22-10 in favor of Edmonton. And so far, San Jose has been held shotless here in the third period. And as I say that, the Sharks are looking to get set up offensively. Here's Connor McDavid now. He'll chip the puck past a couple of defenders. He's going to skip by Orlov. One-on-one. McDavid walks in. Nice job by Desharnais. Keeps him to the outside. McDavid trying to feed it to the point, and that's stolen by Wenberg. Hey, I appreciate that, McDavid. Yeah, some people do that. They'll have the game on, but they'll turn it, like they'll mute it and then listen to my play-by-play, even though my play-by-play is not that good. Why is Jari in net? I'm not sure. Connor Ingram was just ruled out for the third period, so. Here's Connor McDavid. He overskates the puck, and Will Smith into the middle of the ice. That's knocked down by McDavid. Bouchard to Podkolzin, and Podkolzin will send the puck in deep into the Shark zone as the Oilers will make a change here. Hey, sounds good, Liam. Have a great night, and thank you so much for hanging out tonight, Liam. Here's a shot on goal from the point from Smith. It's going to be sent up the ice, and Max Jones trying to get to it first. Nedeljkovic out of his crease. Jones has it, trying to send it to the net. He had a wide open net, but it was blocked in front. A shot on goal. Nedeljkovic has lost his stick. Edmonton now throwing a couple pucks towards the net. Max Jones almost beat Nedeljkovic to that puck. Nedeljkovic skated about 20 feet out of his crease. And now here come the Sharks. Here's Celebrini with a shot that goes off the outside of the net. Jake Wallman now. He's overskating the puck, bouncing it around. Comes to Emberson. Emberson around the boards, hard rim, along the half wall. Trent Frederick can't come up with it. Klingberg up to Toffoli. Toffoli waits for a lane to open. Toffoli with a shot. That's blocked by Wallman. Play behind the net for San Jose to the blue line. Along the half wall, Toffoli towards the goal, doesn't make it. Here's Celebrini now. He'll play it to the point. Klingberg around the boards, and San Jose looking to get the cycle game going. Nice job by Dach, though. Finds Frederick, looks for Szymanski, and here comes Szymanski, 2-on-2. Szymanski with a shot. It's in some feet, looking for a lane. He tried to pass it to the middle of the ice. Might have been able to get his own rebound there, chose not to. And here come the Sharks. Chernyshov down low, picked off by Nurse. Here's Colton Dach. He'll just flip it in deep as the Oilers go for another change. Behind the net, Colton Dach throws a big hit there. I don't know who he hit on San Jose, but that was a good hit by Dach. Puck in the neutral zone. Nice step up by Nugent Hopkins. Prevents a clean zone entry. That puck will come across now to Eklund. Eklund on his backhand. Centers it out in front to Sherwood. Nice job by Murphy. He cuts off that angle. And Nugent Hopkins skates it forward. Dumped in deep. Jones out there with Nugent Hopkins. I do have to take a drink of my drink here for a second. I'm starting to lose my voice. Here's Jones to Kapanen. Down low to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins trying to find Jones. That goes over his stick. Ekholm on the forecheck. Max Jones trying to rim it around, and that hit the referee. Otherwise, the Oilers would have maintained the possession there. That's unfortunate. San Jose. Eklund. Deep into the Oilers zone. Evan Bouchard, he fights for the puck, goes down. Nugent Hopkins supports down low. Ekholm off the glass. A little bit too much on that, though. That's going to be icing on the Oilers with 11:52 to play. Yeah, vodka infused with coffee. That's definitely not what I'm drinking. It's funny, though. An equipment problem with Ingram. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't see that. Nuge is going to score. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Here's McDavid out there to take the face off. The linesman's just not dropping the puck, man. Hurry up. Drop the puck, bro. What happened in the second period? McDavid was doing McMagic things. That's what happened in the second period. Shot towards the goal by Smith goes wide. And Kapanen's going to get that out of trouble here. Here's Celebrini now. He's going to get checked by McDavid. Plays it to the point. Letty across the ice. Shot towards the goal, and that goes off the goal post. The Sharks just hit the goal post. I don't know if Tristan Jarry saw that or if it deflected. And now Matt Savoy battles for the puck in the corner. You have McDavid coming in to support. Nice job by Bouchard. He'll just come out of the pile with it. Ingram is not available for the third period. For those of you who are just maybe tuning in and wondering why Jarry's in the net, when the third period started, they said Ingram wouldn't play in the third. They did not give a reason. They did not specify. Here's a play sent into the Shark zone. Here's Klingberg. He'll send it up the ice. Going to be picked up by the Sharks, but that's going to be a glove pass. So San Jose, 9 minutes and 15 seconds into the third period, and they have one shot on goal here. Cornhole catastrophe. Ducks played last night. Yeah, they lost to Nashville last night. Knobloch will probably have an update after the game. He'll probably have something to say. But you are right. Chris Knobloch is not very good at being specific when it comes to injuries, what players are dealing with. But again, if it's like something that, I don't like to speculate, but you don't want to give your opponents any information. You don't want to let people know where something could be hurting because then they'll target it, right? They'll target it. Hey, what's going on, Breaking Brad? The game is going great. The Oilers have played one of their best games I've seen in quite a while. This has just been a full team effort tonight. And of course, Connor McDavid, 5-point game, hat trick. That also helps. If Costin never came back and buy a jersey, did Costin go to the KHL? I know he didn't get a contract this summer, I think. So I think he went to the KHL. Any updates on Dickinson and Ingram? No, no updates on either. We probably won't get an update until after the game. Heated rivalry. Still need to watch that show, actually. Heard it's very good. Celebrini's fourth in points. He's unbelievable, man. Macklin Celebrini, absolute superstar. The San Jose Sharks' future is in very, very good hands. Now, obviously, fighting for a playoff spot, they're not going to get another high-end draft pick this season, but they still will get a good draft pick, and they have a lot of draft capital. Lots of seconds, thirds, fourths. They have a lot of draft picks in the next couple of years. Mike Greer's building something pretty special in San Jose. Is what it is. Puck around the boards. Wallman pokes it forward, keeps it alive for a moment. Adam Henrique on the forecheck. He's going to get knocked off the puck. And the puck comes up and hits Max Jones and hit him in the face. Max Jones is going to go to the bench here. Hopefully Max Jones is okay. Puck centered out in front. Nice job by Adam Henrique. Takes that, prevents the play in the slot, but Klingberg keeps it alive. Klingberg with a shot towards the goal, and that's blocked in front. Here's another shot attempt. That goes off of Adam Henrique's leg. Down the ice, or not down the ice, deeper into the Oilers zone. The Oilers pick it up. Here is Vasily Podkolzin. Podkolzin skates it out, hard rim, sends it into the Shark zone, and the Oilers are just going to be back in the neutral zone, waiting for San Jose to try and skate through them. The Oilers have done a great job with the pace of this game. Like, San Jose hasn't really been able to attack off the rush or use their speed at all. They've really taken away that transitional attack from the Sharks, and I think that's frustrating San Jose a lot. Here's Ekholm. Gets it up to McDavid. He'll tip it in deep into the Sharks zone. Savoy chases after it against Orlov. Orlov around the boards to Wenberg. Wenberg off the boards. It's chased by Nugent Hopkins. He'll come up with it. Nugent Hopkins sends it around. Connor McDavid now looks to get the cycle started for Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins has it in his feet on his backhand. And here is Kasperi Kapanen for the Oilers as they look to make a change on the fly here. Kapanen keeps it alive. Nugent Hopkins on the forecheck. Leaves it for Trent Frederick. And Trent Frederick hit the invisible banana peel on the ice. You got to watch out for those. He goes down, and the puck comes out into the neutral zone. Kapanen leaves that puck for Bouchard. Hit a body, but Kapanen will pick it back up. Kapanen skates through a couple of defenders, but San Jose does a good job defending him. Doesn't allow a shot. Edmonton will just shoot that back in deep. And again, San Jose forced to chase a little bit. Exactly. Listen to Rowan. Like the stream if you haven't hit the like button yet, folks. And after tonight's game, I'll have a post-game fan reaction. I do them after every game. I also do pregame reports before every game on game days, and I try and stream as much as humanly possible. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel and you want to be part of this channel's future and the present, of course, and help us get to 10,000, that would also be pretty cool. I have a lot planned. Fan appreciation, giveaways. There's so much content coming, especially with the playoffs. So Vegas or Utah? In what context? Yeah, I mean, Bouchard, and that can come, that bites Bouchard in the butt sometimes too, right? Sometimes he's a little bit too chill with the puck. I'd like to see him, maybe look a little bit more intense about it. Playoff, like for the Oilers to match, would I rather than play Utah or Vegas? I think either way, it's going to be a really, really tough series. Well, we're not sure, Seb, what happened to Ingram. Not quite sure. Oh, yeah. No worries, Chase. I will be streaming throughout the entire playoffs, no matter how far Edmonton goes. Every single night of the playoffs, no matter how far Edmonton goes. I will have content. Not always live streams, but there will be content throughout every single day of the playoffs. Why is Jarian asked Kulistic? We're not sure. They didn't give a reason, but Connor Ingram's still on the bench, so it's probably nothing too serious. It is possible we do play Anaheim. That is right. Hey, I appreciate that, Chase. Thank you. Exactly, Windmill. Doesn't matter who Edmonton plays. Doesn't matter who their first-round opponent is or potential second, third, and fourth-round opponents. You got to beat the best teams to win the Stanley Cup, and Connor Ingram came out onto the ice. He's stretching out. Interesting. So during the last commercial break, they showed Ingram on the ice. He was stretching some stuff out. He's talking to the trainer. So I don't know. Maybe Ingram thought he tweaked something and it's just precautionary tonight, but they did show him on the ice there. Huh. That's possible, Cam. That's something that could have definitely happened. I can screen the goalie. Defensive zone face-off. The Oilers are going to come up with it. Here's Evan Bouchard. With the outlet pass to Podkolzin, that goes off of his stick. San Jose looking to get this puck into the middle of the ice. It's because okay. All right, Taylor. That's funny. Here's Podkolzin. Well, we did used to say big dick pics around here, so maybe there's something in the water at Edmonton with these goalies. Who knows? I think Jari is going to be just fine for the final 8 minutes of the third period. Will Smith drops it. Here's Graf. Sends it in deep. Darnell Nurse does a good job. Finds Bud Colson up to Matt Savoy. Savoy with some speed, and he's not even going to try and enter the zone with it. He's just going to shoot that puck down the ice and get a change. Oilers only had one hat trick last season. Is that true? Feels like they've had a bunch this season. San Jose getting in on the forecheck. Jari came out of his net to play it. Lost it for a moment, but the Oilers will get possession. In the neutral zone now. San Jose, again, they're trying to get this puck in deep. They're trying to get a cycle going, but the Edmonton Oilers have done a great job creating one-and-done zone entries for the Sharks. Puck around the boards behind the net to Murphy. He'll play it up to Doc, and that goes off of his stick and out of play. Whistle with 6:39 to go here in the third. I think Ingram was fine tonight. Only the one goal he had zero chance on, right? And he gave up 2 goals. The Oilers defensively were solid in front of him. But Ingram has been the more reliable goaltender this season for Edmonton. He's been their best goaltender for save percentage and goals against and all that good stuff. Hey, appreciate that, Normal. Thank you. I agree, Rana the King, 100%. The fact that this is a back-to-back for Edmonton, second half of a back-to-back, and this team has been all over. They've been dialed in all 3 zones for the Oilers. This has been a very, very impressive performance, but they still have 6:35 to go here. This game is not over yet. There's a shot towards the Oilers' goal. That's blocked in front. Connor McDavid up the ice to Nugent Hopkins, and Nugent Hopkins deflects it in. Picked up by Ferraro. Ferraro is going to wait for San Jose to reset. Across to Klingberg. Klingberg up the middle of the ice, deflected in deep by Wenberg. Jari out of his net on his backhand, plays it up the boards, not picked up by Emberson, shot towards the Oilers' goal, and probably going to credit Jari with a save there, the second shot on goal this period. Here's a play in front. Edmonton can't come up with it. Klingberg keeps the play alive. Ferraro now. Trying to keep this alive. Eklund can't come up with it. Here's Ferraro along the half wall to Eklund to Ferraro with a shot deflected in front. Does not make it towards the Oilers' goal, and the Oilers are going to send that down the ice, and it's not going to be icing. So a great play by Edmonton there. They got the clear and no icing. Klingberg up the middle. And here come the Sharks now with a high flip into the Oilers zone by Ostapchuk. Murphy off the boards. Connor McDavid will pick it up. He'll throw it to Darnell Nurse. Nurse with a hard rim into the Sharks zone. Nedeljkovic out to play it. And that's going to be picked up by the Sharks. They're going to skate it through the neutral zone. Sharks bring it into the Oilers' end. Henrique battles for it with McDavid. Puck into the feet of Darnell Nurse. He does a good job. He takes his time, reverses to Connor Murphy. And San Jose is going to go for a change. Oilers with full possession here. And the Oilers are content just holding this puck in their zone. They want San Jose to come and get it. Celebrini is the only forechecker for the Sharks applying pressure. Nurse will play it up the left side, deflected towards Nedeljkovic. And San Jose sends it up to Smith into the middle, out of the reach of Celebrini. Celebrini does come up with it, but Nugent Hopkins does a good job poking that out of the zone. Here's Ekholm now. Behind the net in the Shark zone. Savoy towards the goal. That goes wide. Here's Ekholm now. Another shot towards the net. Deflected on goal by Nugent Hopkins. Easy save for Nedeljkovic. Yeah, nobody knows what happened to Ingram. Probably fine. Probably just precautionary, I would think. So 3:50 to go here in the third period. San Jose cannot even get a clean zone exit. Now they do, but nice defense by. Look at Colton Dock defensively. He just strips that puck. The Oilers have been so stingy and suffocating tonight defensively. They're just not allowing the Sharks anything. And Edmonton continues to just dump that puck in deep, and they're forcing the Sharks back to pick up these pucks. Trent Frederick to Doc now. Doc trying to center it in front to Szymanski. Can't quite find him, and the Sharks will skate it up the ice. Sent in deep, not icing. Ty Emberson up to Colton Dock. Dock will just poke it forward out of the zone. He'll look for a change. Bad burrito in Salt Lake City. Yeah, I think Ingram's going to be just fine. Knobloch will update everything after the game. So San Jose, again, they have possession, but the Oilers doing a great job just taking the time and space away, not allowing San Jose to get anything going on the rush. And here's Sherwood. He dumps it in, and Jari comes out of his crease to play it. Kept alive, shot towards the Oilers' goal from the point. Goes wide by Desharnais. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Bouchard can't come up with it. Here's Eklund to Desharnais. Desharnais, another shot attempt. That does make it to Tristan Jarry. And that'll come to Adam Henrique, and the Oilers will do a good job to skate this out of trouble. Here's Connor McDavid. He'll give it to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid with a shot and a save by Nedeljkovic. I mean, the Oilers, again, the game against Vegas and the game against Utah were bad games, right? Defensively. But the 5 games before that, during that 5-game win streak, they were good games. So that's why I wasn't overly concerned. Obviously, you never want to see them lose, but here's a flip into the Oilers zone. That's going to actually go out of play. With 1:57 left, that went into the netting. The Oilers, 1:57 away from just bringing this one home. If we could get Vitaly Pinchuk, that would be amazing. I've heard a lot of good things about Pinchuk. It'll be very interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, GG alive banging GG's. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's almost been a perfect game here. But there's still a minute 50 to close out. Doc will put it up the ice, deflected in by Edmonton. San Jose trying to get it up. Here's Trent Frederick. Sent in deep. Josh Szymanski will chase after it. Yeah, the Oilers were 3 for 3 on the power play. Yeah, which is absolutely key. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Puck sent in behind the Oilers' goal. San Jose looking to just push a little bit more here. But the Oilers, again, they're just going to flip it into the neutral zone. And San Jose just doesn't have anything right now. Edmonton has just played a perfect defensive period of hockey after blowing several leads last night. They have followed up that performance from last night with potentially their best defensive performance of the entire season tonight. So yeah, smash that like button, folks, after the game. About an hour or so after the game ends, I'll have a fan reaction up where I'll go over everything that happened. We'll talk about McDavid. We'll go over some of the other key moments of this game for Edmonton. Of course, we'll talk about Ingram. We'll talk about Jari. We'll talk about Jason Dickinson. Hopefully Dickinson is not too hurt and he'll be good to go for the next game for Edmonton. The Oilers, of course, will hopefully be getting reinforcements before the playoffs start. Their next game is going to be on Saturday against the Los Angeles Kings. I will be back with another live stream Saturday afternoon. It is a matinee game against the Kings. The Oilers, with the win tonight, all they have to do is beat the LA Kings in any fashion on Saturday, and they will clinch a playoff spot. Has been a fantastic game of hockey for the Oilers. Just 14 shots on net for the Sharks, and the Edmonton Oilers, 33 seconds to go. Murphy puts the puck in front of his own net, and Rosvik can't get it out. He'll come to Max Jones. Here's Max Jones now. He'll just bring it in on the forecheck, on his forehand, centers it out in front, cleared by San Jose. Szymanski brings it in. He's knocked down. A nice job by Frederick. He's just going to forecheck the hell out of the Sharks. Edmonton keeps it alive. Wallman with one last shot towards the goal, and the Oilers are going to win a huge game in regulation over the Sharks. That is a tough one for San Jose, trying to get back into that playoff hunt, but that loss tonight in regulation probably does a lot of damage to their playoff chances. Probably not too worried about what happened to Ingram. He did stay on the bench for Edmonton, so I think, if something had happened, he probably wouldn't have even remained around. Huge, huge, fantastic win for Edmonton. And yes, of course, the victory chain, folks. We get that victory chain back on. They lost a couple games, but the Oilers have now won 6 of their last 8 games. They are 6-1-1 in their last 8 games, and they remain first place in the Pacific Division. hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. And of course, I do have to thank all the fans who did financially support the stream tonight. Of course, I do appreciate everyone that supported the stream, but I do like to give those extra shout outs to those who, do this. You don't ever have to do this. Thunders with the 5 gifted, Kiga with the $10, Rowan with the 2, Hamar with the $1.99, Foreman with the $2.79, Chair with the hot takes, Thunders gifted membership, Foreman with another $6.99. Hamar with the $1.99, Paint Panther with the $1, BP became a member. Thank you, BP. Also a $5 super chat. Windmill, welcome to the locker room. Thanks for becoming a member. Cam with the $2. Oilers Girl, thanks for becoming a member of the locker room once again. Same with Oilers Girl. I truly appreciate your support as always. It means the absolute world. You are all the best fans on the planet. We will see you all very, very shortly in the fan reaction. Like I said, hit that like button on your way out of here. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Help us reach 10,000, and we'll see you very soon, all right? Take care. I love all of you. Tell us how much you love them. And as always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. We'll see you all very shortly, and then I'll see you tomorrow for the day after discussion.